Yo, it's Big Fed Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. I got tickets to practice in the park. Shout out to Jamal. I see him in the chat. He got tickets to the practice in the park. Get with us. If y'all try to go to practice in the park, I think I got one, maybe two more tickets. Definitely one more ticket, maybe two more tickets. So let me know if y'all trying to go. We can link up. It's a story for me to link up with people that I meet through the podcast. Never seen them before, but then we meet up at practice in the park because of the podcast. So I just want to say that's a flex. So I want to say I hope to meet some of you guys. Hope some of you Nets fans. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Brian in the chat. Shout out to Players for Keeps 20. Players for Keeps. If you're a Nets fan, practice in the park is next Saturday, the 27th. I'm trying to link up, man. I got a ticket. I got an extra ticket. Who want this ticket to practice in the park? Who want it? No sure. What's up with y'all? Shout out to Daniel Sports Highlights. I mean, we gonna get to the nitty gritty, man. I know what y'all here for. Y'all obviously know that we gonna talk about the Nets. I see LMB tag me in a clip about LeBron. We gonna get to some content for sure. Pat Bev says some interesting things about Trey Young. I'm gonna try to pull up that content, and we're gonna take it from there. We're gonna actually see the content, we then react to the content. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting, man. Very, very interesting that Pat Bev is kicking up this dust with Trey Young, but like, why Trey Young? You know what I'm saying? Why him? Let me see. Can I find it? I found Trey Young's response, but now I'm looking at Pat Bev and him saying what he said. I'm looking for that. So, let me see. I don't know if y'all want to. I could show y'all. I could show y'all the Trey Young content, but if y'all didn't see the Pat Bev content, then how much sense does it make? How much sense does it make? All right. Let's see. All right, let's see. This is Trey Young response. Let me see if I could get, since Pat Bev is apparently people with Trey Young, let's throw it back. Let's see what he said though. Nobody, where is his content? Where did he say this shit? Everybody just got his Okay. Here you go. I got it, y'all. Claude Smith. What's the word? He said is a masterclass. The response from Trey Young. Okay. We gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. I like the ex players and current players going at it. I like ex players having podcasts, man. I think it's dope. Yeah, you get a lot of good content from it. Let me see. Let's see. All right, here we go. This is the cut. 300 pounds of sports knowledge. Salute. He said, salute on getting 1K for your subscribers. Shout to him, man. Y'all already know I'm trying to link you and P. Let me send P the link right now, and then P can send you the link. I'm gonna let P know right now. I'm in a group chat with P, so let me see if I can get him on a podcast. All of us could be on here. Let's see. I sent Jay the link. I know P be busy. I sent Jay the link though. Who else in the chat, man? Oh, Ice in the chat too. What up, Ice? Ice in the chat. This about to be a dope panel, man. It's about to be a dope panel. I was trying to link with 300 pounds of sports knowledge with me, him, and P doing another podcast before the season start. Shout out to you. I heard you got 1,000 subscribers too. Um, but yeah, this is the content. I'll wait for a few of the guys to pull up so we can look at the content together. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it. Um, so please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Tap the like button. Shout out to everything Brooklyn Dash Job.
Hey.
That this is JTV. You know what I'm saying? Or the panel with me. I'm gonna see if a few more of the guys want to come on the panel. If not, I'm gonna just start the content. Jay was in the group chat. I see Jay. He was saying, "Did I see it?" I seen some of it, but we about to watch it full through.
Oh,
Um,
that's what you about to go through the Pat
yeah,
Bev? Yeah,
yeah,
that shit was crazy.
yeah. We about to
You
start
got
it.
you got the Trey response too.
Yeah, I got it queued up.
All right.
All right, we got ISO the panel with us too. All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna get it started. Yo, I'm gonna get it started. I'm gonna play the content down. Let's get into it. All right, y'all.
Hoop Herald goes, honest question. Why do NBA players play so hard in random open gyms in the summer but give no effort in the All-Star game with millions watching? My response is because All-Stars take the game for granted. It's not one All-Star on a basketball court. It's just good, naturally good bump. Trey Young response was,
He said, "Relax, let us speak for ourselves."
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't think he's in a position to speak. I don't
Oh.
think he's one enough to even speak to me like that or tweet me like that. He's
Can y'all
been
hear
to the
it?
playoffs 3 times.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear it.
9 is more than 3.
He's been in the NBA 7 years. My first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all
Interesting.
in the Western Conference,
Interesting.
right? His rebuttal is probably going to be, yeah, you want the main player on the team. You're absolutely right. But this is why it's a team. I've talked to people who played in Atlanta. They don't want to play there.
Why?
They don't think he's a good leader. They don't think he's a good teammate. This is not coming from me, motherfucker. This is coming from Joe Blow over here. Trey.
That's kind of messy right there. I'm not gonna lie. He getting messy because he's basically not putting the name on what players in the
But
NBA currently that's
he
saying
can't.
that about him.
But he
And
can't say niggas names. They on the team with him currently. That'd
yeah,
be like fucking
but
they
he
shit up.
but he still deviated from the point on why, you know, like for instance, Trey Young, I didn't know he jumped out the gate and said some slick shit like that. You feel what I mean? So this is interesting. I didn't really listen to the whole thing. I'm gonna finish it before we, you know what I mean, have a soliloquy. Hold on, Jay.
You can score all the points you want. You can make all the money you want. You can have all the leading assists you want. You can do all that. If you don't win, that shit won't matter. If you don't win, when you're retired, they're going to forget your name fast, too. So I don't even think he has the wiggle room to talk about, fuck, are you not playing hard for an all-star game? You're not like you're playing in the playoffs. The fuck?
So what do you think his point is?
I don't know. I
He's
think
just trying to put himself above you.
Yeah, I think so. Like, let us speak. Like, what do you mean? Okay, well, let the motherfuckers who played in the playoffs more than 9 years speak to them before you speak. Motherfucker played with told me, Pat, man, that shit ain't the Atlanta Hawks. That shit called the
But it
Trey
was
Hawks.
about All-Star games.
And then the first word he used is relax. And I'm like, motherfucker, relax. You should be uncomfortable. You should be more uncomfortable. All right, that's the problem. You too motherfucking relaxed.
How many All-Star games Pat Beverly went to?
None.
Zero. What's mine is zero.
Right. So that's why Trey Young put relax. Let us speak for ourselves. As in Pat Bev, you're not an all-star. But we're gonna keep it going. We almost finished.
I didn't see nothing wrong with that.
But you know, Pat Bev being who he is, he can't. Know what I mean? He gotta say something.
7 years, you made the playoffs 3 motherfucking times. You're too relaxed. Motherfucker, get uncomfortable. Really get uncomfortable and lead your motherfucking team to some more wins and playoff push. The game is better. The game needs that from you. Trust me. It's kids up here that look up to you. You talking about me fucking relax. You get uncomfortable. I challenge you to do that. Don't put yourself up here, right? Because you score a lot of points and a lot of assists, but you lose.
Well, it seems like he's just trying to take it as a chance to take a shot that you haven't been in an all-star game.
Obviously, but I've been on teams who won 50 games. I don't know what missing the playoff feels like. I have to tell my family every year, daddy be home in June. I don't know what April and early May in Atlanta feels like. I don't. Knee deep in the trenches.
I mean, I think the obvious answer to the actual question is that people are trying to get better in the summertime, and nobody's trying to get better during the All-Star game. They're trying to, like, you know, just get some a fancy layup.
Okay, well, if that's the case, go get MVP every year in All-Star game. Then I won't say shit to you. You relax. Motherfucker, you know what? Don't relax. You get uncomfortable. Fuck that. You're too relaxed. You're too motherfucking cool. Stop being so cool.
Okay. All right, let me respond to that real quick. Now I'm gonna say that I like him challenging Trey Young, telling him get uncomfortable based on just being competitive. He like looking like, yo, you could be more competitive, and I just like the fact that you know what I'm saying. He pushed back. But not to be long winded. What you got on this, John?
Listen, I got a lot of things on Patrick Beverly. Listen, what does this guy got to talk about? Is this the same guy that threw a basketball at a woman's face, then ran to the Middle East because he wanted to pay a fine, and this guy's telling Trey Young to step up? Nah, Pat, how about you step up and serve your suspension if you want to get your ass back in the NBA? But I'll keep it 100 on that. Listen, like Jay just said, how many All-Star appearances this guy been to? 0. Yes, he's been to the playoffs, but you were on teams with Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, you even with Giannis and Ant-Man at one point. And guess what? None of those teams won a title. And was Pat Beverly covering the weight a lot of those games? And the biggest highlight he is known for is that big celebration after that play-in win where he gets up in the Raptors, takes off his jersey, throws it at people, and takes a shot of Gatorade. Like, come on, bro. Stop.
You're supposed to let Trey Young say that.
No, right. No, but just to add on my little point there, it's like, dude, that's the most thing you're known for is that little celebration. You're going after Trey Young, who's actually gone farther than you have in the playoffs. Didn't Trey Young take his team to the Eastern Conference Finals once? And he wants to throw the smoke at Trey?
Both of them got one conference finals appearance.
Yeah, but Trey Young did it as a main guy. Pat was doing it as a coattail rider.
See, that's no. Hold on. That's my thing, right? The whole thing with the whole coattail rider, I agree with more everything you said besides that last part. I don't want to be long-winded. I just want to say this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Far as Pat Beverly, far as I know, he's always been had the rapport that he was a great scorer in high school and in college, but changed his role so he could be in the NBA. Now, I'm saying that to say Trey Young, on the other hand, he was known as a great scorer, but they didn't ask him to change his role. They said, "Nah, we want you to come to the NBA and do the same thing that you was doing." So I just thought that was interesting to say, but I don't want to be long-winded because we gotta go to Jay and Ice. Yeah, go ahead, John. Pass it to Jay when you're done.
Yeah, like just this guy talks a lot of smoke, but it's like Pat Bev is not well known for rising above his own, emotional issues. He's the same guy that bumped Chris Paul in the back when his back was turned, and he wants to throw smoke at Trey. Like, you should challenge Trey in the step of his game. Why don't you challenge this aging stars that are getting $50-60 million while not playing most of the regular seasons? Like, it feels like Pat Bev is going after the small fish in the little pond instead of going after the big fish, because he knows if he does, he'll get cooked for it. So I'll pass it to Jay to let him continue that.
I ain't really got much to say. I just don't even know why Pat Bev even really had a response, because Trey Young said, "Let us speak for ourselves," like all stars. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see the problem with him saying, "Let us speak for ourselves," because maybe the all stars could tell you why they're not playing hard during the all-star games and they play hard during the summertime games. Like, I think it's very. I don't know why he got offended, because he's not an all-star. So if he was an all-star.
No, Jay, you're right. I just want to add to what you said, Jay, that whoever asked that question, there's a lot of validity to that. Because you'll see them in like gym or park runs and they be trying to, you know what I mean, go as hard as they could go. And I'm saying that competitiveness is not an all-star game. So I like the question in the first place. I want to see Trey Young's response, but with Pat Bev, you think he was out of bounds, for lack of better words, Jay?
I think he just didn't need to respond. He should have ate that. Like, yo, I'm not an all-star, so maybe I should let the all-stars speak for themselves.
I agree.
Should a little backpedal. I mean, respectfully, it would have been integrity in it, but at the end of the day, I like the competitive side of it because I think he felt regulated to a role where he wasn't going to be a dominant scorer. Now, let's call it what it is as far as transition. And we're going to go to Jay and Ice after this. Your game doesn't always translate from college to the NBA. There's certain players that is great in college, but then translate their game to the NBA. So, but Jay, do you think that career-wise, you know what I'm saying? Well, competitive-wise, just being a competitor, do you like him challenging Trey Young to be more competitive? Or was he still out of bounds?
Challenging be competitive during the All-Star game?
No. He was challenging because he said, the All-Star game, that's when Pat Bev, he's saying basically that was how he pivoted. he pivoted saying like, "Oh yeah, but I went to the playoffs mad times. You just missing mad playoffs, like and all of that. What just
Yeah, but
numbers
he
look like they ain't gonna mean nothing if they don't amount to win." So that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like I feel like he been wanting to say that he was just waiting? You know what I mean? Like Pat Bev ain't trying to be the one getting clowned at those tables that didn't win the NBA championship. You know what I'm saying?
but he's gonna be clowned at those tables anyway.
I
Like,
don't
so it
know,
don't
man.
matter
He
if
been
you want to
cooking
be
up dust.
clowned at those
You see,
tables.
you see him pushing back, Jay. He was like, "Yo, I was on a team that won 50 plus games."
Yeah, but so what? You wasn't the guy, and your game not sexy enough. Niggas already told him.
Mm. So you saying so? Okay, so what's Trey Young role and for his team? And I know we all know, but just articulate it for the chat. W chat, hit the like button, chat. With Trey Young role for the Hawks and Pat Bev roles for the many teams he been.
Uh, a bus driver and a bus rider.
Yo,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Like with Trey, the game is gonna be won and lost on his back usually.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Like,
Nobody
oh,
gonna say they won or lost the game because of Pat Bev
not really.
type shit. But remember we was talking about how oh, I don't like how players got podcasts, and then you was like, nah, they got a voice. But this is what I was talking about. I
But
like
he can have
experts.
a voice. He can have a
Yeah.
voice, but it's like if the question is for all stars and you're not an all star, how are you mad that an all star told you to let us talk? That's like saying if they ask, "Oh yeah, why do women do such and such?" and I answer for women, and then a woman says, "Yo, let us answer for ourselves." How I'm mad that a woman said that?
That's
Mm,
just that's just delusional, man. That guy's got more
that
emotional
analogy
issues
is
than
crazy.
anybody, man.
Hold on. We gotta go to ice. Hold on, Jay. Close Smith said Bev sound like a few guys on the panel, some next podcast, like a high
Whoa,
school dropout that grew up in the streets. What
wow,
what kind of bullshit you on right now, bro?
that's a low blow. That's a low blow, man. I'm sorry, Claude. That's a low blow,
What you
man.
got going on, Claude? Yo, Claude,
Wow.
Well,
come
I
on,
told you,
Claude. You
Claudia be on his period sometimes.
come on, Claude. You come on, man.
Well, he did
Come
admit
on.
he was a socialist a few podcasts ago, so I'm not surprised.
You just gotta let him be. He don't know if he want to be a Nets fan, a Knicks fan.
Right.
He don't know if he want to be if he like the podcast, if he don't like the podcast, if
He
he
like the
like the
pod.
panel, if he just want to listen to Breezy talk. He don't know
Yeah,
what.
he like me more than y'all, man, for sure. Which is
Pause.
cool. I mean,
Hey
it is my
yo.
show, you know.
First of
Pause.
all, hey yo, I don't care what another man likes you more than me.
Yeah, that pause. I mean, pause. But hey, he definitely as a who's on the panel, he rather listen to me, you guys. But it is my show. I guess I gotta stand out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to be the point guard. I know I gotta pass it to Ice for sure. And we got Brooklyn LM on the panel.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jay. Just pass it to Ice when you're done.
I'm done.
Oh,
All
all
right.
right. Yo, Ice, man. You think Pat Bev was out of bounds or he should have said something? What you think?
I kind of agree with Jay. He took it. I felt like he took it to heart. You know what I mean? Like he took
Mm-hmm.
it like Trey was directly like watch out. You know what I'm saying?
Like he
But now he's
tagged him
like,
or something. Did he tag him? Did he?
nah,
Did he? He
yeah.
didn't tag him, did he?
He kind of felt like he got jabbed a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Right? But I mean, if you think about it, Pat Bev kind of got a point about the All Stars. But
mm-hmm.
Trey has a point about, you know what I'm saying? What I ain't gonna really go into Trey, but Pat Bev took it to like if you talk about All-Star game and how they take it for granted, then you can see like everybody want the All-Star game to be better. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have the reason to say why they take it for granted. So I felt like that's why Trey was like, let us, you know what I'm saying? Let us handle that part. If you talk about it, that's cool, but let us respond to it. You know what I'm saying? And Pat Bev, you know what I'm saying, I feel like he got in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Was like, you know what I mean? I've been to the playoffs like 9 times. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you've been on good teams. Like John and Jay saying, like he hasn't been the guy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? He's been on good teams. He's been a defender on good teams. They counted on him on good teams to play defense. That's what he did best. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But I feel like he took it. He just took it to heart. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he should have fell back and just let it be like, oh, all right, yo, next time I'm gonna invite you on the podcast and let you talk about it type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. See, I like that approach because he is media now. That would have been way more professional if Pat Bev did that. But but we ain't done. We ain't done. Pass it to LM when you finish, Ice.
Yo, chest pass, LM. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, y'all?
Sure, man. You got Pat Bev jumping out saying if you just a great individual player, it don't mean nothing. You gotta actually win the championship. How you feel about how Pat Bev, you know what I'm saying, got at, you know what I mean, Trey Young?
I mean, I don't really think it's a comparison. You know what I'm saying? Trey Young resume speaks for itself, even though it's not that much of it, but he has had that Atlanta franchise on his back for quite a while, and he has it shows a difference in terms of they believe in Trey Young, getting rid of DeJounte Murray, so it's clear that they believe in him somewhat. I mean, he's still in the NBA, and Bev is overseas, so that should tell you something.
But I don't know the specific stat, but when the last time the Hawks went to the playoffs without Trey Young on the team?
That's a good question.
Well, like 20, I don't even know when Jeff Teague was
on. I think that's why he got that kind of cachet with the Hawks. I mean,
is that when they won the 60 games with Schroeder and the Hawks and the guy from the guy that was the GM of the coach of the Bucks, Budenholzer. I think that
might have been the last time. I think the Hawks kind of fell into a hole after that. Until I guess they drafted Trey Young. So I mean, it is what it is. But Beverly just a lot of these guys just got huge egos. That's what it seems like. And in the NBA, you can't. Egos is pretty much the norm. It's rare to see people with a side of humility in them. Like you gonna get things like this instead of having a reasonable talk about it. People gotta feel like they better than the other when it's really supposed to be a brotherhood, regardless. So it is what it is. It's just Pat Beverly talking as usual. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating like he actually done anything, which even though Trey Young don't got a chip, he's done more for the Atlanta than Bev has done for any team in his career. So I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Nah, I respect it. Just pass it to Leaf when you're done.
Nah, Leaf can go.
Cook, Leaf.
Bounce pass.
What's going on with y'all? Listen.
So you seen it? You seen it, right?
I did see it. Me and Easy was Easy had sent me the first one, and then I seen the Trey Young response. I don't know why light skinned ass nigga took 11 fucking minutes to get his point across, but whatever. Listen, I don't really
shit, man. Yo, hold on, man. We gotta stick together, man. First and foremost, man. This has become ridiculous, man. And then you be on my podcast a lot, and I'm considered light skinned, you know what I mean? And there ain't no real division. When I seen you, it wasn't no smoke. You wasn't next to me like, look at this light skinned nigga, and you and Jay was in harmony and some shit. Like it wasn't
he's not even that dark. He kind of light skinned too.
I'm definitely not light skinned at all, bro. Like
Leaf is not light skinned.
I'm not. I'm not light skinned. I debate that, bro, because we politicked a couple of times, bro. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I mean, obviously Trey Young is not on the 6 scale of light. Any of y'all niggas up in here, or just want to come to light skin, bro. Like he's not. I mean, that's clear. That's clear as day.
Yeah, but what? So what? He light skin. He go hoop. You know what I mean? When I think,
when I think
about it,
I understand what he's saying though.
No, because I think when that response.
Understand what?
I'm not because
What about New Jack City?
Like when Nino Brown was talking about the guy from the bank. He's like, yeah, I never liked this pretty ass anyway. Know what I mean? It
So
was
hold on, you saying light skinned niggas is known for being pretty?
yeah, pretty, but like pretty Ricky, what they call
Oh,
them
what?
ass niggas.
Nah,
Know what I
Nah,
mean?
that's not where I was
man.
going.
What
That
is
shit went
going
left.
on
No,
here?
hold on.
Listen,
Like that's a
So
pretty
hold
Ricky,
on. Let
what
me
they call them ass
let me
niggas.
just
Know what I mean?
explain my
hold,
piece
Niggas
real
trying to
quick,
so
be
hold
bro.
on, hold on. You the one who
see
started
see
this
dark.
pot.
Yeah, and now I want to finish it, bro. Like,
So,
Niggas
but
trying to say
so,
y'all
so you don't
soft.
like light skinned dudes because they considered
nah.
pretty.
It's
No, they
realistically, son.
pretty.
See,
It's the soft part of it he don't like. He think they
yeah, that's
soft.
what it really is, bro.
But
Like,
that
see,
derives from the pretty
I
stereotype
don't
type
really
shit.
nah. Here's the thing.
Right, player one.
I don't think any of that was justified for a response off the strength that
Yes,
listen,
it
if
is,
it
man.
took it, nah, because if it took Pat Bev to get you there, bro, if that's all it took was Pat Bev to get you there, bro, where was all of this shit, my nigga, when the media and everybody else was been talking shit about you? This is what I mean, bro. Like it's selective shit when it comes to these niggas, bro. Like especially in the NBA, bro. It's these tendencies I don't like. Obviously, Pat Bev and Trey Young, player to player, ain't no comparison. But let's be fair. Pat Bev was asked a question on his podcast. Pat, why is the All-Star game like was like this, that, then third? He answered the question.
Mm-hmm.
Then Trey Young came out of nowhere with that relax shit.
Mm.
And then Pat Bev was like, wait, huh? Like, relax.
Oh, I
I've been
like it.
answering. Like,
I'm
huh?
here for it. Yeah, talk that shit
No.
because that's the,
But here's the thing. Wasn't Trey Young getting snubbed for All-Star games anyway? So
yeah,
why
but
is
that
that nigga? So why is he even responding to that, to something that was asked to a nigga on this podcast to begin with?
listen,
That's number
listen.
one.
Go ahead.
That's number one. Number two, now Pat saying respond to how he responded, that set everything off because he responded how he responded with the I've been in the playoffs my first 7 years, He was bigging it up. He's like, and everything that he said that Trey Young was gonna say to respond to what he said was 100% true. Trey Young was gonna bring he said that Trey Young was gonna bring up the fact that he was a number one. He wasn't a number one. That was true. He was gonna bring up the fact that he played with some good teams. That was true. He was gonna bring up everything that Pat said he was going. It was like a chess match. Everything that Pat said you was going to do, you did. Every way Pat said you was going to respond, you responded. This ain't about player versus player. That's not what this is about. This is about, bro. You getting butting in and moving yourself in to somebody that was responding to a question that they was asked on their
But,
goddamn
but
podcast.
what I'm saying is, I want to. We want to get to the response right after this, Leaf. But I'm gonna say this first. When I won't say the cheat code, but back in the day when the All Star game happened, they
Mhm.
played seriously just to like I guess imagine what it would be like as teammates, and that was kind of like the cheat code. They ain't
Right.
never gonna play like on the same team again. It's
Right.
it's 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 the All Star game. That's where you display to the fans, to everybody, like that. Yo, we would be good on the same team. That's how you pitch your sell, not sell, but that's how you say. That's how you pitch your debate. Like, yo, this is you know what I mean. But the All Star game, they don't do that. They just be out there playing all willy nilly. I don't care if I'm silly. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, I miss the old way on how they serious they was. I'm not gonna hold you. Now I'm gonna get to the content because I ain't gonna hold you. I was gonna watch it, but I wanted to I
I
wanted to
just want
watch
to
it with
say one
y'all
thing
first.
before I pass the ball. Just about this whole situation. My last thing is like, if a nigga answered and Kevin Durant tried to input himself in that shit too. Another that I ain't gonna lie, that nigga been pissing me off for years with that bullshit, bro. Like just trying to butt in the conversation. Yo,
Yeah.
if a nigga is asked something on his podcast about something, bro, like that's just his opinion. That don't require you to come out of nowhere while you quote unquote training and quote unquote getting ready for the season, but you still had time to respond to Pat, who ain't even in the league no more. You still had time to respond to Pat, bro. Light skinned nigga shit right there.
I don't know, man. Hold on, let me get to the content and see what it
And
says.
and if Easy come up in here, tell him fuck the goddamn
Yo, can
Atlanta
you stop
Hawks.
letting the first part just
Damn.
like what? No, hold on,
Whoa.
seriously, bro. Like I know I understand the character as far as entertainment and all that, but it's no reason for you to just let it fly when I'm asking you every stream to just be attentive that I'm trying to get sponsors. Like, and let me be clear, I respect your super chats, but it ain't, I doubt it's gonna be the equivalent of sponsor money. So let me just get that out the way. And respectfully, bro, like I wouldn't come to your show and if you ask me not to do something, I would do my best not to do it. And y'all called me on it the other night too, like, yo, you just let it fly too. I was like, yeah, you're right, I was wrong. So I do come clean when I'm wrong too. That's all I'm asking you to do, bro. Like, I care about this show growing. I do. But hold on, let me get this content.
You went to the playoffs 9 times. I've only been to the playoffs 3. You're right. You have 6 more playoff appearances than me. Let's bring up some more facts. You've been to 1 conference finals. I've been to 1 conference finals. What year was that for you? Just another fact, year 9. The year I made it was year 3. Just a fact. You want to know another one? You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know what I'm doing. You said it. You went to the playoffs 9 times. I've only been to the playoffs 3. You're right. You have 6 more playoff appearances.
Listen, this is a good response. I don't know what y'all talking about. He stuck with the facts, and that's real shit. Like, regard, that's not his opinion, that's facts. So I off rip disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength that he didn't get emotional. It's not a real long, I don't mean, soliloquy. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe it was more, but this is the clip that I got. And bruh, this is just facts. This is him manning up, saying, "Yeah, I asked for the smoke, and now I'm backing it up." He ain't duck. He jumped on the podcast the same way Pat Bev jumped on the podcast. I like his response. I don't know. I just disagree with Leaf, man. But shit, Notorious joined the panel. We're gonna start with him first, and then, you know what I'm saying, come back this way. Notorious, man. Do you see any of this?
Yeah, man. I told y'all about that bum Pat Bev. Y'all was in here before talking about, oh yeah, Pat Bev could be in the 1-on-1. And I'm telling you, man, he scored 50 points in high school. I don't care. He's a bum. He need to keep people name out his mouth that he ain't nowhere near their level. Stop it. Even Katie told him, come on, you're bugging. Stop it, bro. And you know what? Trey Young.
So hold on, Katie took Trey Young
respectfully cooked him with facts.
Well, facts.
Like, yo, stop talking. Like, listen, man. It's like I don't know. Pick a regular rapper, man. I don't know. It's like Trinidad James trying to talk shit to Jay-Z or something. Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, and no, like Pat Bev, you're a defensive specialist, and like Trey Young said, bro, and I believe Trey Young. He like, yeah, I respect you as a defense specialist, but I was never scared of you when we was out there on that court.
Oh, he said all that too?
Yeah.
You gotta let the content.
Damn, Trinidad James got the stray.
Real quick, Joey, real quick, not to interrupt you, Joey. The Atlanta Hawks, I don't know who run their account, but they put out a clip.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, of Pat Bev guarding Trey Young, and it was not good.
Oh,
yeah, they put out a highlight.
My thing is, bro. I mean, Pat Bev got to stop
all these
trying
guys.
to down. Pat Bev got to stop trying to shit on people and try to downplay people, man. And if you gonna talk that talk, you need to be built like that, bro. And you know what? He was a decent little player in the league, but he's not built like that to be talking the way he be talking about certain players. That's just facts.
Got bench players talking like superstars, man.
Exactly, and that's the problem. Pat Bev ain't no superstar, ain't no role player. I don't think he's a 6 man at that point of his career before he left for the Middle East. Like, what is his accolades?
Not even in the league right now.
Yeah.
I mess with Pat, bro. Like, Pat started on a lot of them teams.
Right there. The question was for all stars. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the question, but he responded to what whatchamacallit's response in that response to the video, because Pat didn't write it on Twitter. He did the response on his podcast. The nigga Trey came out of nowhere and to that video, because the video had the link or whatever on Twitter. He replied, "Relax." But not out of nowhere. It wasn't about Trey Young. It wasn't about the Atlanta Hawks. It was about the All-Star game. That's all it was about.
But
Nah,
again,
He
I like
probably
the
felt
competitive
Pepper
side.
wasn't
Hold
as
on,
healthy.
this is the clip Joey was talking about. We finna get to it now, and I just to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all.
You've been able to play with all these guys, and you talk about impact winning. Where was your real impact in winning? I know you were labeled as a tough defender, a great defender, and the accolades say that you were. But I promise you, anytime you was on the court with me, I was never scared of you. I was never scared of Patty Bev.
Patty
I promise you. And as you can tell, Patty don't scare me now.
Mm.
You've been able to play with all these guys.
All right, so hold on. He
These
kicking
niggas
up
like
dust.
the Nets, yo. I don't
Damn,
know.
but why he so soft spoken? Like he don't want to wake the baby.
It's easy to say that
It's
shit with a
early in
nigga
the
out the
morning.
league, low key.
That's
I ain't
how
gonna lie to you.
that's how he
It's
talk, bro.
probably
That's
early in the
good
morning,
talk.
bro.
That's how he talk. That's how he talk.
He don't want to wake his wife up. She sleep with the baby.
Nah,
Yo,
What he supposed to be screaming to get his
yeah, he
point
got to
across?
scream. What you
Yeah, you don't
mean?
gotta.
yeah, you don't
nah,
gotta cuss
nah,
like that.
He just a
nah.
soft-spoken guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. Even on his podcast, he talked the
Pat
same
Bev
way.
just need to shut up.
Oh, he talked the
Sometimes.
same way on his podcast.
Yeah, that's his voice. That's his tone. Like that's the tone of
Okay.
voice he usually talking.
You don't gotta be loud to make a point, bro.
Exactly. And that's all Pat is just a
So
loud mouth.
okay, so hold on. Let's
To
go.
be
Hold on.
respectful,
Hold
he
on,
averaged
hold on,
28 and
hold on,
11
hold
against
on, hold
Pat
on,
on
hold on, hold
7
on, hold on,
games.
hold on. Go. Let's go with LM and what he said. You don't got to be loud to make a point. All right. So what you think is the point that Trey Young made in his soliloquy right? Soft spoken soliloquy.
I mean, just the fact that but in to Lee's point, if because I thought he was talking about Trey Young, but if he was just talking about the All Star game, and then Trey Young just felt a need to respond, then
Bro,
I guess
can
he
I
was some
say
other type of way.
can I
I
just
don't
say
know.
something real quick? Cause I pulled up what he said. Cause I knew it was some bullshit what Lee was saying. This is what he said verbatim. He says Pat Beverly criticized Trey Young's effort in the All-Star game and stated that Young had not won enough to speak to him. It was not a good leader.
Yeah, we just
Like, who
watched it.
Oh,
are you,
okay.
Pat Bev?
We just watched it, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
okay.
said that towards Pat Bev. I mean, towards Trey
I
Young
don't.
directly.
Hold up. Let's go to that video because there's a video of what he actually said, bro.
We
Like, and
we
he was
watched it,
We
speaking.
bro.
watched
Y'all
it.
He
y'all
was
was
speaking.
supposed
Well,
to
He
be
was
here
speaking
let me
to
go
earlier.
what
We
back
Pat
to
watched
it.
it
was.
Let me go
already.
back
He
to
was
it. But
speaking to what Pat responded to. He was speaking to what Trey Young responded to with the relax shit. That's where all of that extra shit came from, bro. Like now, Pat. If you want to say Pat was wrong for that, he was wrong for that. But like, let's let it be known that shit wouldn't have happened if Trey Young out of nowhere just came through with the whole tweet talking about relax. That wouldn't have came, that wouldn't have
Wait,
happened.
wait, Leaf. So Pat is the one telling people to relax when his behavior says
No, it was
otherwise the
Trey
last few
Young
years?
telling
Nah, man, nah.
Yeah,
telling
bro.
people to
But you
relax.
telling
Stop.
somebody to relax is telling them to chill out versus you telling somebody they ain't won enough to talk to you when you a
Facts.
role player.
Facts. And is he the
Like,
guy
come
that
on,
bumped
bro.
Chris Paul with his back was turned onto the floor? What kind of man does that? If you're a real man, you do not do that when you're trying to confront somebody. Pat Ben's already shown he's got snaky ways with handling his business.
I agree with you, John. But when it comes to Chris Paul, you do that. That
What?
him.
Yo,
Yeah, F him.
come on, Leaf. That
No,
guy's a
no, no.
legend. You're
I'm
telling me
dead
it's
serious.
okay to disrespect a
I'm
legend and
dead
bump him
serious.
when his back
I'm
is turned?
all
Come
the way.
on.
I am all the
Come
way
on,
serious.
Leaf. You're
Look,
wait,
Lee,
you're
I think
betting
I
on
know
Chris
what
if
this
it's
Paul.
is,
anybody
man.
else, I'll do that too. But if it's Chris Paul, yeah, you
Leash.
do that.
I think I know what this is. Trey Young is
Wow.
light skinned. I figured it out.
yo, hold
I'm
on.
not. No,
Listen.
no. It's not. See, it's not me
Hold
just
on.
being a
Hold on.
color. It's not
Hold
just me
on.
being a colorist on this, bro. It's about the way he responded, bro. Like,
Hold on. Hold on.
why
Nah,
would
he
you tell him to
responded,
relax about him answering a question on his podcast?
bro, because he did it from an outside perspective. And again, we're gonna listen to Pat Bev's comment again. But player one in the comment, he says Pat initial comment was cool. It was when he said Trey hasn't won enough to talk about him like that was LOL. Like
That's what it
what?
was. That's what
Yeah,
triggered
so
this.
I think it's more of this. So what player one time about because it's like you get, you know, Pat Bev taking defense like, yo, this is what I did more than you. Maybe you did this more than me, but I did this more than
Yo,
you.
can I ask what did Pat Bev say for Trey Young to say relax? What did he say? Anybody know?
He didn't. I know exactly what he said. He was talking. He was answering a question. The question was asked. Yo, Pat. yo, what is your thoughts on why they don't play hard in an All-Star game? They was asking Pat because he was asking questions. They was asking questions on his podcast. They was ringing it in from the comment section or whatever. They was asking him. He said, what he said about the All-Star game. It didn't have nothing do about Trey Young. It didn't have nothing to do about the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, but that's why he said, let us All-Stars talk for ourselves, because you ain't an All-Star, so you giving the wrong answer.
So he can't answer a question that somebody asked him?
But you giving the wrong answer.
Facts.
He's giving the wrong answer. That's his opinion.
So let me ask you a question.
So he gotta have the right answer to the opinionated question.
If I ask you why white people like mayonnaise, and a white person tell you your answer wrong, how can you be mad?
It depends on what my answer is, nigga. My answer is I don't know why they like mayonnaise.
That's what Pat Bev should have said.
Messenger.
He should have said, I don't know. He should say, I don't know why All-Stars do that, because I ain't never been an All-Star.
Pretty much.
Wow.
But you know, Pat Bev is outspoken and he think he bigger than what he is.
Pat Bev is just a loudmouth.
Pat was just answering the question. That's all I heard, bro.
But hold on, y'all saw against the way Pat Bev answered the question, or is it the tug of war?
That's what it is.
No, it's what they said. Like when he started saying, like when he answered about the All-Stars, right? It was a question, like they said, it was a question. And then his response, right? His response is what triggered Trey. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're not an All-Star, you speaking for somebody. You know, when sometimes you can't speak for certain people. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't, unless they ask you to, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, handle that. Talk to him for me. You know what I'm saying? But he's speaking for multiple people that were All-Stars. And he is not one. He don't know what that feels like to be an All-Star. You know what I'm saying? But from his point of watching, he could have said from my point of watching, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like they take that seriously. And I think they should take it serious. But you know what I'm saying? But Trey is like, I've been an All-Star. Let me, chill. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Let me handle it. You know what I'm saying? Let us speak for ourselves. And I think that's the problem. Like, he just took it the wrong way and didn't see like the other side, like, oh, he's been an All-Star. Let him answer it. Like I was saying, like, let me get somebody on here who can answer it from an All-Star point of view, and I answer it from a viewer point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then he started bringing up playoffs and shit. Like nobody even brought up playoffs. The question was about All-Star. But if you want to get in your feelings and bring up playoffs, cool. But the
right, exactly. It's about the All-Star game.
The playoff shit was his response to Trey Young saying relax.
Yeah, but
that's what that was.
You telling somebody to relax is like telling them to chill. That don't mean you gotta disrespect them.
But he got.
But here's the thing, though. Trey Young just commented that shit like on some KD shit. It was almost you my nigga. The way the niggas is talking is like Pat Bev never been in the league. Like he never started. I understand when it comes to. I want to make one thing clear. When it comes to Pat Bev and it comes to Trey Young, ain't no comparison. There ain't none. That's not even the point here. The point is Trey Young inserted himself into something that Pat Bev was asked. It was just an opinion on his show.
Wait. Hold on. If because we the same people who on here, we say, yo, don't put my name on it if I ain't say it. If it's nothing I didn't say, don't put my name on it, whatever the case may be. But apparently Pat Bev was talking about the All-Star game. But to Trey Young's relax comment, if he said something about Trey Young, why is Trey Young's relaxed comment crazy? He inserted Trey Young's name in his mouth. He ain't have to say nothing about Trey Young. He
didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing about Trey Young until Trey Young said relax.
All-Star game.
He was just talking about. Listen, the All-Star game. He was only answering questions about the All-Star game, and then the Trey Young comment after he finished. Trey Young comment said relax. Then that's when Pat went crazy.
But to be fair, like Jay said, anybody that's an All-Star can speak up on that because they've been an All-Star. So if they not feeling what Pat Bev is saying and they think he's spewing some bullshit, they got a right to insert themselves in the discussion. Because he's literally speaking for niggas who's really been All-Stars before. They're saying some bullshit.
Not only that,
Listen
Trey probably
to
put like
put more
65 in the All-Star
to
game.
put listen to color the box a little bit more, bro. Listen, the question was asked on Pat Bev's podcast to Pat. Like that's all. That's all I remember about that. The comment, Trey Young's comment,
I ain't mad
relax,
at him
didn't
for
come to after
answering,
that.
Leaf. I ain't mad at him for answering, or I ain't mad at him for answering how he answered from his perspective. But he gotta respect it if a real all-star tell him he wrong. Mind your business. He gotta respect that.
That's true. That yo, listen, y'all mad at him saying that y'all don't like his response, but at the end of the day, it'd have been dope if Pat Bev said what he said, and then say, yo, I'm gonna have an all-star on my podcast. Somebody said that earlier. Like, invite an all-star to your podcast and have that conversation with them. That'd be dope. That's you still in the media. That's you being more of a professional in the media. But what you heard Pat Bev respond, he responded like he gonna see him in October.
Right.
He responded like, I'm gonna see you in, you know what I'm saying?
I just think his response was a little bit harsh for somebody just saying relax. Like, come on, bro. Pat Bev ain't want enough to talk to me. Like, what? You thought you was LeBron or something the way you pumping your chest out, Pat Bev.
But
Like,
we
seriously,
didn't finish watching Trey respond. Trey had a good response to me.
I think. Listen, Trey had a calm response. I just think
But
that
listen to the facts he was saying though.
we all know the facts, bro. Like we ain't need him to say it. We all know this. It's all up there.
but still, but why? But hold on, you trying to tell me? And again, the reason why I mentioned Trey Young is because he is an all-star, regardless him being snubbed or whatever. So, case in point is he should have a perspective. Why should all the all-stars in the NBA not respond to Pat Bev when social media is social media? That's what it's there for. This wasn't a phone conversation. This is social media. This is a social media platform. He said it socially. He responded socially. He told that man, relax.
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
He
I might
told
not
me,
like this response, but at the end of the day, he being competitive.
but
Like
he being competitive. He being competitive.
The way he said again.
But this is my problem all along. After all of the shit that was said about Trey Young over these past year or 2 years or 3 years, how many years he been with the Hawks? You mean to tell me all it took was Pat Bev to say what he said? That's all it took was Pat.
but Trey ain't never really ducked from no smoke. We seen him rolling dice in the Garden. We seen him trolling Knicks fans. He's always been competitive, and if anybody ever came at him, he always responded. Trey's always been like that, low key.
See, I think the difference is now that Trey is also doing a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So now he can respond because I think he started his either last year or the year before. It hasn't been that long that he had a podcast.
And then you start the podcast talking about I ain't even want to do this. If you ain't want to do it, why are you doing it?
Because he letting you know. You call him out, you say, you know what I'm saying? You said what you said, but now I gotta put facts on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, y'all. Let's listen to
I respect
Pat
the
Bev
facts,
response.
bro. But
Let's listen to Pat Bev response again, and then we're gonna apply to go again. Hold on.
It was an honest question. Why do NBA players play so hard in random open gyms in the summer but give no effort in the All-Star game with millions watching? My response is because all-stars take the game for granted. It's not one all-star on a basketball court. It's just naturally good bump. Trey Young response was,
he said, relax, let us speak for ourselves. Interesting.
I don't know. I don't think he's in a position to speak. I don't think he's won enough to even speak to me like that or tweet me like that. He's been to the playoffs 3 times. I've been to the playoffs 9.
9 is more than 3.
He's been in the NBA 7 years. My first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all.
Interesting.
In the Western Conference.
Interesting.
Right? His rebuttal is probably going to be, yeah, you want the main player on the team. Absolutely right. But this is why it's a team. I've talked to people who played in Atlanta. They don't want to play there.
Why?
They don't think he's a good leader. They don't think he's a good teammate. This is not coming from me, motherfucker. This is coming from Joe Blow over here. Trey, you can score all the points you want. You can make all the money you want. You can have all the leading assists you want. You can do all that. If you don't win, that shit won't matter. If you don't win, when you're retired, they're going to forget your name. Fast, too. So I don't even think he has the wiggle room to talk about, fuck, are you not playing hard for an all-star game? You're not like you're playing in the playoffs. The fuck?
So what do you think his point is?
I don't know. I
He
think
was trying to put himself above you?
I think so. Like, let us speak. Like, what do you mean? Okay, well, let the motherfuckers who played in the playoffs more than 9 years speak to them. before you speak. Motherfucker you played with told me, Pat, man, that shit ain't the Atlanta Hawks. That shit called the Trey Hawks.
Interesting.
And then the first word he used is relax. And I'm like, motherfucker, relax. You should be uncomfortable. You should be more uncomfortable. All right, that's the problem. You too motherfucking relaxed. 7 years, you made the playoffs 3 motherfucking times. You're too relaxed. Motherfucker, get uncomfortable. Really get uncomfortable and lead your motherfucking team to some more wins and playoff push. The game is better. The game needs that from you. Trust me. It's kids up here that look up to you. You talking about me fucking relax. You get uncomfortable. I challenge you to do that. Don't put yourself up here, right? Because you score a lot of points and a lot of assists, but you lose.
Well, it seems like he's just trying to take it as a chance to take a shot that you haven't been in an All-Star game.
Obviously, but I've been on teams who won 50 games. I don't know what missing the playoff feels like. I have to tell my family every year, daddy be home in June. I don't know what April and early May in Atlanta feels like. I don't. Knee deep in the trenches.
I mean, I think the obvious answer to the actual question is that people are trying to get better in the summertime, and nobody's trying to get better during the All-Star game. They're trying to, just get some a fancy layup.
Okay, well, if that's the case, go get MVP every year in the All-Star game. Then I won't say shit to you. You relax. Motherfucker, you know what? Don't relax. You get uncomfortable. Fuck that. You're too relaxed. You're too motherfucking cool. Stop being so cool.
I like his response. Yo, I like what Pat Bev did. He said, get uncomfortable. Everything isn't about being an all-star anyway. Like, since we here, everything ain't about being an all-star.
I got a question.
I think he was right.
I got a question.
Hold on. Let me finish. Lead your team. You know what I mean? Be great. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you be more competitive in the Eastern Conference. Like, let me see you, you know what I'm saying? Be the best you can be. Don't be just being happy because you're the best player on your team. No, make your team better. Become more competitive and trying to win it. I like him as being an ex-player and being still competitive and talking that shit. I think it brings good to the game. I do.
I got a question before we continue, because I don't think it's a couple of people in here that don't give a shit about none of that shit that Pat Bev said. I just think people had a problem with the tone of voice. Like, yo, motherfucker, go be uncomfortable, motherfucker. Do like, yo, fuck is you talking about? Like, yeah, Pat Bev was speaking like he was on some bullshit, and obviously player to player, it ain't even no comparison. Obviously,
wrong messenger.
Hey, wrong messenger. But the response, but you can't tell me the response is not warranted.
It's
when a
not,
nigga,
because it's not.
I'm gonna tell you why I was. Because we all know Pat is a fucking crash out. That's number one. So when you tell a nigga like that,
bro,
relax.
can you please stop cursing? Yo, I ain't gonna beg you, my nigga.
My bad.
Like that. I'll mute you or sub your ass before I beg you. That's
look. We all know Pat is an absolute crash out. So to him, when he see the first beginning of the sentence saying relax, obviously you gonna get warranted that, bro. Like, I mean, bro, we done seen him spaz out many times on the basketball court, on comments, anything.
So that mean it's right because he do it because he acts like an idiot,
bro. If you want to say he acting like an idiot, that's fine. I'll just say that's Pat being Pat.
Okay. And I think he's an idiot. You don't. That's like somebody saying, "Oh, well, just leave him alone, man. That's what he usually doing." That's to me. You're an enabler when you do that. When you don't hold people accountable. My thing is, Pat Bev, you've never been the main character. Ever.
He said that.
You've never been the main character. I've seen Trey Young be competitive in the playoffs. Okay, he's come up short, but to sit here and act like Trey Young. Listen, I've seen him play in the playoffs. He's given it his all. I've never seen Trey Young shy away from nothing in the playoffs. He's just come up short. He's haven't had the good teams to beat the Bucks or to beat the Celtics. That doesn't make him talk about get uncomfortable. Let me see you get uncomfortable, Pat Bev, and leave somebody out the first round. You got lucky being on the teams you were on because you're a role player, defensive specialist. You've never been a number 1, number 2, number 3 option in your life. Stay in your lane, man.
Yeah, hold on. When I heard this in NBA, like player one said, Pat being Pat got him out the league. Now, I'm not gonna lie, professionalism means a lot to the NBA. I think DeMarcus Cousins is out the league because of professionalism. I think maybe even Pat Bev to play at one point.
Dwight Howard.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that make the company
leave Dwight out of this. Dwight in the Hall of Fame. Leave him out.
No. But he made the point. the whole thing is that professionalism means a lot to the NBA. You got to be more than just talented, and it is because they are looking for a specific. Even to Jamal Crawford's point, he was like, "Yo, yeah, I could stay in the NBA, but that would take away minutes from the new guys that they drafted." So they kind of, you know what I mean, because of that. And again, they'll give it to LeBron and maybe a Brook Lopez or Al Horford because they won it. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford, I don't think he ever won it. You feel what I mean? And as you know, they've been more guard heavy than anything, the NBA, the modern NBA. But yeah, man, I think professionalism goes a long way in the NBA. It's not just about how great you are. Even Sean Marks, look at Sean Marks' player stats. It's terrible. You be like, yo, how you even stay in the league that long to be on a roster, bro? Because he was not doing work. He was not getting busy
He was
at
a
all.
role player in a garbage role player era, though. Like, I mean, like, it wasn't that many role players on Sean Marks with Sean Marks archetype that were role players that was giving money during that
No, but
time.
I'm
Like,
just saying professionalism kept Sean Marks in the league, not because he was just talent. Same thing with I feel like about like Timothy Lawawu, like come on, man, like you a professional. They like you with the
who
as
he
better
play for now?
somebody, but bro, he be in the game, bro. He be in the
I
game. I
can't
be
remember the
joking
last
about
time he
Timothy
played.
Lawawu. He keep an NBA job, man.
The last time he been in the NBA was 2022, bro.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
after
was
he came,
way
yeah, after he came off of
that was an air
the
ball right
nuts, he
there,
was still.
Breeze.
I don't know. I'm gonna check. That stat.
Bro, the last time he was on the Nets, bro, was 2021. The next year he went to the Hawks. He ain't never
Hey,
played in the NBA
hey,
again.
hey, Breeze, I sent you a link to KD's
Well,
response to Pat Bev. When you get a chance, pull it up.
all right.
It's in the chat.
I wanted to come up here and basically flex more on against the draft, the last 6 to 7 years draft history of the Brooklyn Nets because it's atrocious. Um I ain't gonna lie, it's absolutely disgusting. And anybody saying do this through the draft, bro, like I'm gonna just remind you, bro, that the Nets in 2020 we picked Sadiq Bey, who never even played for this team. We picked him over Tyrese Maxey, Peyton Pritchard, Desmond Bay, and Jaden McDaniels. I'm gonna just remind y'all. I'm gonna just let y'all sit on that like right now. So
We give that pick to Detroit.
I think I don't know if we did or didn't give
Yeah,
the
that was
pictures.
Detroit's pick. We picked for them, bro.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
We did pick for them.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
why
then
Leaf
and then
trying to.
and
I don't
then
see how Leaf trying to make it better. Yo, listen, bro. I know we've been bad. I know the Nets front office, you know what I mean, don't seem like they be making the best decisions, but I'll be trying to at least say what they should do. You know, I don't want to.
I already know what they should do.
All the negative stuff that they've done. That's why podcast exists, not for us to regurgitate over and over the negative stuff they did, but to give them, you know what I mean, other ways of looking at how we could get to it.
I already know how to fix this problem, bro.
How we fix it, Leaf? I want to hear Leaf.
I've been over this a billion times, bro. I ain't gonna say it no more, bro. Let's go on to the next joint. I ain't saying it no more.
Hold on. This is the content from that Notorious asked me to pull it up. Kevin Durant's response to Patrick Beverly talking about Trey Young. He said, Pat Bev, I don't think he's one enough to speak to me. This was Pat Bev said. He said he's been to the playoffs 3 times. I've been to the playoffs 9. My first 7 years, I didn't. This is okay. So I guess when I scroll down, we already know what he said. KD said, "Hey, this shit getting out of hand, man. Come on, Pat. You sound delusional, brother." Excuse me. And there's more. All right, so let's see what's more.
Nah, that's it. That's just what. That's it. I think Katie just responded to him on that.
Okay. Shit, what you think about it, Notorious?
I mean, y'all, I already said what I said, man. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with it. I don't agree with Pat Bev. I don't think I think he overreacted for first of all, and I just think it's the wrong messenger. And if you're gonna be somebody that's gonna be talking to people like that, calling folks out like that, you got to be built like that, bro. You got to have the resume to back it up, and he don't. And you keep comparing apples and oranges to try to force a freaking a round peg into a square hole. talking about you went from the all, like Jay said, you went from the All-Star game, then you start talking about playoffs, then you want to try to spin this narrative about you've been to the playoffs 8-9 times. Like, bro, let's get some context to the story. You never led nothing, Pat Bev. You never had that weight on your shoulder to be the guy in the playoffs to bring home the bacon. They bring you in to harass people and beat people up. That's what you do. So, like I said, I mean, I get it. It's his opinion. I just think it's the wrong messenger, and I think he took it a little bit too far on Trey. Trey didn't deserve that from saying just from what he's saying, like what he said, chill out or relax, bro, and you go off on a dude like that.
Mm-hmm. He meant that shit. He was holding that shit back for a long time.
I feel like Draymond or Dennis Rodman could have said what Pat said, and niggas would have had a problem, bro.
Nah,
I feel that way, bro, because it to me it's about like it went from what you think about the All-Star game and let us speak for us to player versus player, and we all know, bro, player versus player ain't no comparison.
Have you won?
Isn't Draymond an All-Star?
Yeah, but when you gonna have niggas names,
but you
when
didn't
you gonna
eat the
have
whole
people
meal.
name in your
Neither
mouth,
did you. Crazy.
when you gonna have people name in your mouth, you better have that resume to back it up, bro. You can't be talking spicy and you've been a role player all your damn life.
I mean, but Pat was only responding like that because of relax. That's what triggered him.
I understand that, Leaf. I just don't
He ain't
think
in the league no more, bro. Like, and he on his own podcast.
I don't think his response, me personally, I don't think his response was warranted over Trey saying relax. I mean, we could talk in circles. That's just my opinion, bro. I just think he took it a little too far.
All right. I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, basically, I'm done with this too. I just wanted to say that, I think that the other part of the show that I heard Jalen
let Trey Young part play.
Trey, what you mean?
Because did you ever let Trey full response play?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
It's like 11 minutes of that. It's on it's on his own page.
I played the clip. I played the clip with Trey Young.
You just played the clip.
And I played the clip where he was talking
because
about,
he had more. He had a whole lot.
Because there was so many other points he was making. That's why, and he was being respectful. That's why I respected.
Oh, it was I didn't know it. I thought it was just those two.
You ain't got to be loud when you telling the truth,
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he said it calmly too. And I just thought that one of the realest things that I thought he said is that when you was out there, I wasn't never scared you was going to guard me. Like, I wasn't scared of you. Like, I believe that part of it. I do. I don't think Trey Young seeing Pat Bev and was like, oh shit, it's a long night.
Oh shit, let me get a switch.
Nah. Well, respectfully, Trey was averaging 28 points, 11 assists in 7 games against Pat Bev's and Pat Beverly teams. Respectfully.
He's talking? This makes it even worse. Like, let's talk some Nets, man. I'm off this.
No. Because the crazy thing is, like, in order for it seemed like to a lot of people, bro, like a good amount of people, at least from Joey's perspective, like in order for Pat Bev to respond to the way that he responded, he would have had to be at least a 2 or 3 time All-Star or some shit.
But you know what's the crazy part about it, Leaf? Niggas that's I don't know if I can say they were, my bad. Dudes that's built like that, they not talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't
have you ever seen an All-Star that's built like that? LeBron, KD, Steph, anybody. I mean, maybe Ant, and I don't even think Ant would take it that far. Ant would never disrespect Trey like that. But what I'm saying is most of the dudes that's really built like that, they don't talk like Pat Bev, bro.
I mean, I saw Magic respond to Anthony Edwards. I mean, I seen a couple of responses in the past year, but that was warranted.
That's still not an even kill. Magic saying something to Anthony Edwards is two different. It's not the same medium. It's just the same level.
So y'all basically saying this. So basically, y'all saying this like out of the 400, out of the 300 to 400 jobs in the NBA, the level shit matters. In terms of opinions to questions, the level shit, the level shit, you gotta at least apply for
I think
the
it do.
stamp or some
No,
I
shit
I'm
think it do.
saying
to answer a
Especially, I
question.
think
That's
it do,
basically what y'all
especially if you
saying,
going.
and
Hold on.
y'all wilding for that.
I think it
no.
Bro,
do,
if you
especially if you
answering the
going to be on.
question about being an all-star, yes. Like,
But not only that, Jay, I think it do, especially if you going to be disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
I just think
Yes,
that was the
listen.
response to
What
the
up?
response, bro.
And,
That's
Hold on,
and,
all
and,
that
y'all.
and
was.
Magic,
What
every
up,
time I
A-Track?
see Magic say something about a player, he's always just giving his honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he might, I don't know if he snapped on Anthony Edwards. Maybe Anthony is probably was a response to what Anthony Edwards said. But usually when
No, he
Magic
did
says,
snap. He did snap on him.
but
He ain't snap on. He snapped on him the way that Trey Young snapped on Pat Bev, so to speak.
because Anthony Edwards probably got out of pocket with him though.
No, I don't. It wasn't ever nothing about on Magic per se. It was. I think Ant was just talking about the game back then as opposed to it was today. It was on some type of shit like that,
Oh, okay.
then Magic chimed in and basically brought up accolades and this, that, and the third. Yo, did he win a championship? Did he win a champ? I won a championship in his. Was he a number one? When I was a rookie, was he like this, that, and the
But
third?
still,
Because
but hold on. That's the Jay
Magic and
point
Ant
about.
Man is virtually in the same run when it comes to number one pick. So,
But no. But still, it's still again. You talking about back in the day? You didn't play back in the day. And again, a lot of the some of the modern NBA players, they not as privy to the style of play and how the game was played back then. So sometimes, yeah, they could, I won't say be arrogant, but they, maybe they could be shot to what they say about back in the day too. The whole approach of not being part of it, but having a voice, being the biggest voice in the room, for lack of better words for it. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe you could take a different approach.
Right.
It's how you say things. Like, yeah, I don't think necessarily that you can't say it, but it's how you say it. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on. Highlight player one's last comment because he said Magic responded to Ant because he said outside of Jordan, the 90s weren't skilled. Well, if Ant said that, Magic had the right to kind of come back at him, bro. I'm just saying that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, W player one, man, in the chats, man. I can't even lie to you.
You don't think that's warranted, Lee, for Magic to go off on Ant for saying that?
I think it's warranted. I just think that how the content of the response was, yo, does Ant have a high school championship? Does Ant have a college championship? Does Ant have a championship in his first year? Obviously, we all know the answers to that question, and Magic was fortunate enough to have all of those feats, man. I mean, Magic from high school to college to the NBA, I think he
Was
won
a beast.
championships on all three levels.
He did.
And
Yeah,
even in his rookie year.
but hold on.
I mean, but
Ant-Man wrong for
that list. But what I want to tell y'all, that list of players that did that going into their first year in the NBA is very, very short.
Oh,
If I'm not
absolutely,
mistaken,
bro. Hold on, but
that's
the whole
not the
thing
main
is saying
feat, though. The
skill.
main feat is him saying that the only skilled player
Right.
in the 90s was Jordan.
Right,
Magic
that's
was just
unfair
making a
to say.
point, backing up his resume.
That's like, for instance, David Robinson was better than Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert on his team. If fuck it, pardon my language. If Rudy Gobert played like David Robinson, bro, they would have won a championship.
So he's telling me Dominique Wilkins wasn't skilled, Clyde Drexler wasn't skilled.
Right. Yeah, nah. See, I disagree with him. I disagree with Ant-Man on that.
What is he talking about?
Yeah,
Magic wasn't skilled.
Yeah, nah.
Isaiah Thomas wasn't skilled. Come on, Five.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, he was wilding. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Ant's 23. What is he? 23, 24 years old. Like, how much knowledge does he really? I'm not saying that he doesn't, but I mean, Jordan being the guy he idolized, probably like.
Well, that's why niggas gotta stop
talking.
talking. If you don't know, keep your mouth shut because you're gonna look crazy, and then it's gonna be a super OG like Magic that's gonna bite your head off.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, if y'all want, man, I just wanted to show y'all what ESPN was saying about our draft picks. But yeah, I thought I like the competitive side of it. You know what I mean? Shout the Nets Kingdom. They the ones who posted this. It said income of future first round picks 13, future second round picks 19, most valuable pick their own first in 2026 and unprotected 2032 first from Denver Nuggets. The 2026 draft looms large for Brooklyn for two reasons. The star power atop the class could transform the franchise. However, the Nets owe a 2027 pick swap to the Houston Rockets, presenting an inflection point in the trajectory of this rebuild. All right. With the front office under general manager Sean Marks, the Nets are opting to maximize player development, reshape the roster, and position themselves for top lottery odds next year. That was made clear with Brooklyn casting a wide net with its first 5-round selections in this year's draft. The Nets prioritize versatility and playmaking, will look to turn as many of their rookies into contributors this season as possible. The subtext of what will likely be a losing season.
Come on.
Yeah.
Get that. Oh, come on.
Oh, hold on. Losing season is the opportunity to select at or near the top of next year's draft, which a group of talent evaluators has continued to express excitement about all summer. So, again, from ESPN saying this is definitely what they pretty much gonna do. You know what I mean? They saying that we gonna tank this season. ESPN just said it, and you know they not saying that they the guy. They drafted the guy this
They got a
season.
right to talk.
They trying to tank to get the guy.
He ain't got nothing to talk on nothing. Like, talking crazy, spicy.
I mean, it always was the. It always was the.
No, I
The
just think
plan.
if I'm not better than somebody,
Like next 2 years. Well,
Yeah, Joey, your
the
mic is
first year,
on.
the first year they was
Joey, your mic is on.
yeah, the first year they that was our, they're trying, and you saw the disappointment on their faces, which I guess it was like, yo, niggas did too much. You know what I'm saying? I would expect Horty to remember that, especially if they looking at this class and do what's necessary.
Can y'all play some damn defense?
Nigga Joey gotta be playing 2K or some shit.
Oh no, I'm watching the game. My bad, y'all. I'm putting myself on mute.
What game you watching? What game?
Nah, man, I watch the WNBA, man. Don't get on me, but I'm watching the Atlanta and Indiana.
Nah, we ain't tripping on that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
But dang, that's how Paulo look. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just this was always a there was always a 2-year deal. 2027, however, we definitely somehow, some way gotta compete because niggas don't want to give Houston a top pick again. Like, that shit is off limits. So rather it's going after somebody in free agency 2026 or whatever the case may be. Yeah, 2027 we have to look to maybe not compete in terms of I ain't talking about no top 3 seed in the East, but at least be competitive, at least a play-in or something. You don't want to be at the bottom of the East again and give Houston the top pick. So, I mean, yeah, it seems like that's pretty much was the game plan, So now the second year, you gotta do it again. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what this year we're gonna be, but I think they do have a game plan. Well, not really a game plan, but they do have their sights set on the top lottery picks. That is for sure. They are trying to, if not Darren Peterson, AJ, or Cam Boozer, they're definitely looking at the other prospects as well that could service this team. So
they need to not look at them.
What you mean? Why not? They got the pick.
Well, they need to not look at them because I had to do some research just now. The Sadiq Bey pick that I was talking about, the Nets, that was the Nets pick, bro. It wasn't the Pistons pick. It was the Nets pick. They traded him a day after the draft. In like a 4-team trade with the Lakers and the Pistons and somebody else. And Sadiq Bey, just to let you, just to give you confirmation, Sadiq Bey was drafted before Tyrese Maxey, Peyton Pritchard, Desmond Bain, and Jaden McDaniels. That's
hell he had the Detroit
what pick was that?
That was pick 19.
Yeah, we talking about higher than that this year. Like at least 10
Yeah,
top.
no, I know we
Um,
talking about higher, but I mean, being realistic about our chances of being higher, and along with our draft history already, bro. Like I just it disgustes me, bro. Like that. This is even a
to
thing.
be fair, that class was weak
So,
anyway.
so
No disrespect to Sadiq Bey and them, but that class wasn't necessarily an
You
elite
sure?
class.
You sure
What
about
class
that?
you talking about?
I'm talking about the 2020 class.
2020 class?
You want me to name?
I
You want me to
mean,
name the players in that?
what was it? Ant Lamelo.
It
What
was
was that? Ant Lamelo,
Ant Lamelo, Obi
Obi.
Toppin, Jalen Smith, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, Emmanuel Quickly, Peyton Pritchard, Jaden McDaniels, Desmond Bain, all went in the first round.
Right, and most of those players, with the exception of probably
Nick Richards went in the second round,
Ant
respectfully.
Lamelo and Halliburton. My fault. Most of those players,
stars.
no disrespect. Yeah, like I mean,
Tyrese
realistically,
Maxey is an all star, bro. Like I
no,
refuse.
all four. Yeah, those four. But
Peyton
I
Pritchard is
mean,
the best six
Wiseman
man in the
was the
league.
guy. Wiseman in college was supposed to be the guy. Do you see how he panned out?
Yo,
Like, I mean,
I got something random. For all of the people who say that the Knicks is not our rivals, 2K say that they are rivals.
Who
Please
said they
stop.
wasn't our rivals?
A
Who
lot
said
of
that?
people, whenever Breeze
Please
be bringing
stop.
it up, they be like, no, the Knicks ain't the rival.
Oh
Real
my
rivals is
god.
Boston and
oh,
all this. The Knicks is definitely one of our rivals on this shit.
um,
I'm not about to have this conversation again,
Yeah,
bro.
see,
Listen,
Leaf is one of them. See, but
I'm
look,
because
it say
listen,
I'm telling you, it say the rivals is
I
Boston,
know what it
Miami,
say.
Toronto, and New York,
I know what it
and New York
say.
is the number one.
Nah, 2K been
Jay,
saying
I
that
know
though.
what 2K say, but I don't go off what 2K say. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just saying, bro, it's obvious that they're a rival, and
No,
from before.
it's obviously that 2K fancies them as our rival, but I
Oh, come
don't.
on. All right, never
I
mind.
got
Forget it.
standards. And neither and
You
neither
heard
and
you
neither.
heard Joey say it. He like, who thinks that they not a rival? Like you the only one that feel that way, or it was a couple other
No,
people. It was a
it's
couple other
way more
people.
people. It's
It
way
was a
more
couple
people
other
that
people.
yeah. Like
There's
you
some
could
Knicks fans. Some Knicks fans consider the Nets their rival. Our rival. Nets their
I
rival.
mean,
man.
they
That
talk
I'm not
about
gonna
us
say that
enough. I
they. I'm
mean,
not
they
gonna say
talk
that they
about us
lose.
enough, and we talk about them enough.
I really don't even think they talk about us. They more so than they try to steal our swag, bro. If anything, bro. Like
Nigga, Josh
I
Hart got us in our mouth every day. He apparently
Josh
he
Exactly.
Hart,
into it. Yeah, he talk about the Nets
Josh
all the
Hart,
time on Twitter.
man, that nigga's a weirdo. He be eating worms, bro. I don't pay attention to him. Come
What?
on, bro.
The fact that they, it's. I'm not saying it's a elite rivalry, but that is the rival team. Whatever people disagree or not,
I mean,
that is the rival team.
listen.
It don't gotta be
I
no
don't even want to go down that. I don't even want
LA
to.
and Boston type rivalry. It don't gotta be all of that.
I
It's
don't
not.
want to
It's
even
not.
open up. I don't even want to open up that little itty bitty ass can of worms, man. I don't, bro. Like, listen. All I'm gonna say, bro. Like, in terms of this process or whatever that we call this up going
Y'all
forward, it's
pissing
just,
me off, man.
bro. The Nets is pissing me off every
Oh, my
day.
bad.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, we right now, bro. Like, it seems like what I've been saying, and I've been saying it every day. We just throwing a whole bunch of rocks and stuff at the wall and a whole bunch of shit at the wall. It's just seeing what sticks. That's what it really come down to, bro. Keon Johnson just got waived. Like I kind of knew he was gonna get waived.
And
So
Jalen Wilson too, right?
Yeah, Jalen Wilson got waived.
Oh,
So
wow. I didn't see that one.
I saw it.
Did a non-guaranteed contract. So
Yeah, they the
it
non-guaranteed contract. So them niggas got
They don't
waived.
count. I heard they don't count towards the cap or something like that.
no.
I don't think they count towards the cap neither. But the cutting process of the team is starting to commence, and I'm pretty much the only person that's not surprised of who's gonna get cut.
Nah, everybody. We already named the players who might get cut. Me and the Iceman and
I don't
everybody up
think
here.
Keon Johnson and Jalen Wilson was on that list.
Nah, they definitely
They
was. We
definitely
had
was.
Timmy. We had Keon. We had Jalen.
Now
So
I'm looking
We
that
had.
means Drew Timmy is next.
Drew
Oh,
Timmy
oh,
might be next. They not cutting Tariq Whitehead, so whoever
So
doing that, that's not being cut.
they might just cut Tariq Whitehead. Who knows?
How many more players they got to cut before they
Shit, 50.
I think
I don't know.
I think probably two or three.
2
Nah,
or
it's
3?
way more than that. I think they gotta cut another 6 or something. Gotta be. Ain't no way, bro. We had how many guards on our
No, we had 24 going in. And I think, and we cut like 4
It's
people, right?
basically got to be like a 15 to 12 man roster. You need
Yeah,
three.
I think we got to cut like 2 because it don't have to be 18. We still got the three two ways, and then
It
a
went up to
15-man
18. I
roster.
thought it was 15.
It's 15 on the main roster, but you got to add the 3 two-way contracts.
Right.
I
Which
thought it
means
was
that's probably
12 on
gonna
the main
be
roster, and then you got to
they're
add
probably
3
gonna
in the
be they're
3
probably
two
gonna
way.
officially sign that Famebo Zhang. They probably gonna sign him, and then they probably gonna sign someone else. I don't know, but that's pretty much gonna be the roster going in. Only question is what are the minutes gonna look like, and who's getting what?
Yeah, I think Timmy might be on the chopping block next.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Timmy, Tyrese Martin.
Oh yeah, we said
What's
Tyrese
his
Martin
name?
too.
What's his name?
Tyrese
A
Martin might
Timmy?
have
It's
a
another
chance.
one.
Hold
His name
on,
is a
hold on,
Timmy. A
hold
Timmy.
on. Yeah, hold on. I got you.
And
But
Drew Timmy.
Jay Wills didn't get cut. That was
ETN. Oh, you
hold
talking
on,
about
hold on. Yeah. Jay Wills didn't get
Etienne?
Jay Wills didn't get released yet. It was someone saying that the Nets probably will release him, but he didn't get released yet. But they got to cut five more players because, like Joey was saying, it's Ricky Council. He might not make the team. Bambo might get a 2-way. Ricky Council, Tyrese Martin, Drew Timmy. They already let go of Tucson, and there's one
Keon.
more. Keon, 5. Yeah, so they got 5. They got
Then we just pick up Kobe Buffkin too, bro. This shit is a mess, bro.
Yeah, but hold on. I just sent Bree something on Twitter about Kobe. Kobe Buffkin played with Jawan Howard at Michigan for 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I said that when they
Played with
first.
Jawan Howard's son, Michigan.
No, yeah, I think he played with. Yeah, I don't know if he played with his son, but he played with Jawan for 2 years. So that's probably why the nigga.
Remember, Jawan Howard used to be a coach at Michigan.
Yeah,
Right,
so that's probably why we picked him up because of Jawan Howard.
I agree with that. Facts. See, this is what I be saying about Ice, man. He be finding.
But that's probably why they cut Keon. That's probably why they got Keon out of there. They're trying to make
Oh
space
God, why are you taking that shot?
Kobe.
Keon Johnson is he's a small guard.
I mean, Keon Johnson, respectfully, was like 6'4". I mean, he was athletic.
Was
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, he was
6'3",
6'4".
6'4".
Somebody
6'4".
told me he was 6'5".
I mean, you play the game of basketball with your sneakers on, so however tall you are in your kicks, bro, like that's how tall you are on the court. So I ain't yeah, I mean,
He
I
had
didn't mind
Jordans on when he
I
got
didn't
ready.
mind Keon. I didn't mind Keon on the team. Like defensively, he was putting in effort almost every night. He was up the court, got great hustle. You know, kept plays alive, bro. Like he never quit on the defense end, and we kind of needed that player. But I'm guessing that Drake Powell might be having that spot.
Is
That's
Drake
what I'm
Powell still
guessing.
hurt?
He might be.
No, he's
He
not.
might be getting cleared. I think he might be cleared.
He's not. Yo, I put out that training video of him training. It was earlier this year when he didn't go, so I think he's fine.
Okay.
He was training with, I forget the dude's name. It was on YouTube, but he had a training video with him working out, working on his hands, was shooting. So I think he's fine now.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to run it, which I was saying since jump. I think what they're gonna try to do is run the rookies with the vets and let the young guys play, which is what they need to do.
So basically, Terrence Mann, MPJ, I guess Cam Claxton,
Clowney,
Dayron, Zaire,
Nolan,
Yegor got a spot just off the rip.
With Highsmith.
Highsmith, yeah, right, yeah, I forgot about Highsmith.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna run Nolan at I think during the season, I think Nolan is gonna play point.
Breezy, check your inbox, Breezy.
Nolan Treyor probably would be.
Y'all think any of our rookies that we just drafted going to the G?
Yes, 3 of
Probably
them. 3 of them.
Wolf and Sarai.
I don't know why Danny Wolf is going to the G League. No, yes, I do. I know why. Because we ain't got no big for him to run pick and roll with. Yeah. So Danny Wolf, Saraf, and I say they the only ones that need to go. I think Drake Powell, Nola Treyor, and Diego, they ready. You might as well give them the reps that they.
You gotta play Diego. The third line is not necessary, but it'd be good if Jordy Fernandez could play the development.
I think if you cut Keon Johnson, bro, that spot is basically for Drake Powell. If you ask me,
that's Nolan's spot.
No.
I don't think that's Nolan's spot. Who defensively, bro? Like who like on ball defensively, bro? Like
Kobe
who is
Buffkin.
So hold up. You telling me we traded Kobe we gave up cash to get Kobe Buffkin to put him in front of Drake Powell?
Yo, Kobe Buffkin most likely is going if he plays well, most likely will be the point guard, bro. He's better than.
Hold on. It says this is what Ice sent me. It says NBA career has been limited by injuries, a finger, a toe, and a season-ending shoulder surgery in December. Okay, he had surgery. That's important to say. Hold on. He appeared in 27 games over 2 seasons, averaging 11.9 minutes per game and shooting 37% from the field. He was much more productive during his time in the G League. The Nets entered their second season under head coach Jordy Fernandez. Among his assistants is Juwan Howard, Michigan's head coach during Buffkin's time in Ann Arbor. The Nets had 4 first-round picks in June's draft, and we used one of Michigan's Danny Wolf. So they got, because of Juwan Howard recruited Danny Wolf. That makes sense. Okay. Shout out to Ice for this post. It says they went to 26 and 56 last season, missing the playoffs for the second straight year. They haven't won a playoff series since 2021. What you got on that, Ice? Go ahead.
What on us missing the playoff? No, they just
just kind of the relevance, I guess, of Juwan Howard and him being a connection between Buffkin and Danny Wolf.
Yeah, like Juwan putting Juwan putting, you know what I'm saying, putting it out there, letting them know, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, these at Michigan, this is this guy, and Buffkin, like that's what I'm saying, like they probably Juwan was probably scouting Buffkin. And when he came available, it was probably like, hey, we need to, you know what I'm saying? Are we going to let some of these guys go? He's a guy that, you know what I'm saying? I coached. I know he put in work. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get him. Kind of like a Shea. I'm not saying he's Shea, but a guy you get early just in case he does have potential to do something later. You grab him early. You know what I'm saying? That's the team scout and a different scout. You know what I'm saying? Using Juwan eyes and familiarity with Michigan.
Yeah. All right, so me personally, I like that they are utilizing their relationships. Drafting players that, you know what I'm saying, they could keep a close eye on. It wasn't the first time it happened. I think Jock Vaughn did the same thing. One of the players that we drafted was from the same school. I think it was Kessler Edwards. I like when coaches do that. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about Kessler Edwards, bum ass. Good God.
But case in point is they choose the talent. You know, Kessler Edwards is his 3rd year out of college, and I guess you know what I'm saying.
That was disgusting.
Still in the league.
Yeah,
he's still in the league. Well, who he play for?
He might be on the Kings. I'm not sure, but hold on, let me check. I think he's on the Kings.
Hold up.
Who said Kessler Edwards? Kessler Edwards, but the first team
it
he
is
went
the
to
Kings.
the Nets was the Kings. I don't know if he's still there though.
Yeah, he went. I think he is with the Kings. He's still in the league, bro. He's still in.
He had a couple decent games, but
he was last with Dallas.
He wasn't a good shooter though, man.
He was last with Dallas, bro, and he averaging 15 minutes a game with Dallas, and like he played 40 games. That's because they was hurt, man. I remember that. But go ahead.
It's still NBA money. I mean, this one of the toughest leagues to stay in, man. And that's what I be saying. Like the professionalism, it could take you so far. You really got to be connected or something. Like I'm telling you, bro. When you see Sean Marks stats, you're like, how the hell he stay in the league, bro? Jock Vaughn too. Jock
I
Vaughn
mean, that
said,
was a different NBA back then, though. Respectfully.
but they had long NBA careers, is what I'm saying. And when you look
Yeah.
at the stats, you won't be able to tell by the stats why they had long NBA careers. And I'm saying a lot of that has to do with the professionalism. All right, we want him on the roster because he's a veteran and he'll be good for the rookies, yada yada, whoopty whoop. And sometimes these players that don't get minutes, they know the game. They veterans, they know the game, and you see them transitioning into coaching early. One of the
That
funniest
was
stories,
definitely back then, for sure.
yeah,
For
but one of
sure
the
it
funniest
was.
stories is Jordy Fernandez, because he never was a player. He like started off basketball coach. I think he said that he was a point guard for like a few games, and then he became like interested in coaching after that.
Yeah, Young. Hey, please read that last part, that last paragraph.
What you talking about? Oh, the last paragraph. He said the Nets
The
had
Nets
four
had
first round
4
picks in
first
June
round
draft and
picks.
used one to Michigan's Danny Wolf. They went 26 and 56 last season, missing the playoffs for the second straight year. They haven't won a playoff series since 2021.
Now the next one, there's one more. Bucking 6'4" guard, average
Oh,
14. You see? Can you see it? There
yeah,
you go.
it's a Buffkin 6'4" guard, average 14 points, 4.5 boards, and 2.9 assists per game in his final season at Michigan. Okay, another Michigan look. Okay, now it makes sense. He shot 48% from the field and 36% from three, while notching a team high 43 steals. The Hawks move the lefty to point guard. Ain't he a lefty? That's tough.
Yeah.
Though he still plays some off of the ball. I mean, listen, man. Kobe is Cam Thomas' favorite player. This guy named Kobe. I'm just saying, man.
I'm not, man.
This
No,
could be a good connection, man.
no, no.
You
Yo,
gotta see him play, man.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
I
not.
see. I can see it now.
Oh my goodness! Here go this we believe
Nah,
shit
but,
again.
what y'all think about them 43 steals though? Can he play some type of defense having
Yes, bro. He did look like a from 43 steals. You got to be a POA to extent. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess they'll make him a POA, but I don't know what them 43 steals look like on an NBA starting a starting NBA team level.
Yeah, Drake Powell he had 20, he had 22. Drake Powell had 22 steals or 23, something like that. 22 or 23 steals and 22 blocks or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah, something like that. So Drake Powell was pretty much all over the place in terms of defense. I mean, even at the 6'6" or 6'7", however tall he is, and Kobe Buffkin obviously was a guard and he was on the ball, so he's getting the steals, hence the 43 steals. I got a quick question. Kobe Buffkin was picked what in his draft, like top like 19, 18, something like that?
Hold on, I'm about to check it out right now.
Really Buffkin, we could see what's going on with it. But yeah, I like the fact that again, when you focus on player development, you got a coach in Juwan Howard that was in college. So if anybody would know about player development, you can utilize that with the coach in Juwan Howard. You know what I'm saying? I would like that Jordy Fernandez is using his team. This is the coaches that he handpicked. He handpicked all of these coaches to be part of the staff. That's a fact. So I like that he's letting his team make decisions. He's utilizing the help that he has with his assistant coaches. You know what I'm saying? Corey Vincent used to be with LSU with Cam Thomas, but I don't care about that.
So Kobe Buffkin was picked 15th in the 2023 draft, right?
Yeah, so he's right outside the lottery.
Okay, so what was Drake Powell picked again?
22.
Okay, all right. So we just got to keep that in mind, bro. Like Kobe Buffkin, at some point, was supposed to be legitimately on somebody's NBA rotation.
Yeah.
But surgery, you gotta. My thing is, I told you, Nets always giving players that had an injury a chance. We all know that, but I like the taking your time to rehabilitate after a surgery. Even if you got the motion back in your, you know what I'm saying? Basketball, you got to kind of really be elusive a lot, and there's a lot of quirky movement in basketball sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and if it's your shoulder, that's probably your shooting. You got to shoot or pass. You need your shoulders. Like So I like
Why?
that he took time to. I like that he missed all of those games to, so he could really
It was a
rehabilitate.
writing on the wall for Kobe though. Like I didn't think
Why?
he was
Why
gonna
do
play
we think our
well.
training staff is crack, bro? When it ain't.
I don't know. It might be, but hold on, real quick. Drake Powell averaged 20. He had 26 steals in 27 games, and then he averaged 35 blocks.
Damn, that's a
He
lot
had
for a
30.
guard.
Average 35
No, no,
blocks.
no. He had 35 blocks in that season, in his
Oh,
freshman
I'm
season.
about to.
He
Yeah,
that's
he's.
like D Wade right there.
Oh, my bad, my bad. He had 35 blocks, 26 steals and 35 blocks.
Yo, if he played, listen, hold on. If he played,
Nigga
well, it's only
6'6" like
That's
26
gonna
that.
be our
games in
new
the
on-ball
college.
defender.
It's only 26 games in the college season, right? How many games is it? So
And
he
30,
averaged
30
a block a game a guard as a guard.
damn near. It's his 37 games. So he had 35 blocks.
Mind you, shooting 36% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, like he putting in work, bro. He was putting in work. And he wasn't even starting all the time. They kept, what I'm saying, messing up his time. He probably would have had more than that.
There's a lot more to him than people think. Like he can legit be a starting two guard. Well, also in
I think it's
wherever.
almost inevitable, bro, that he gonna be a starting two guard in this league if some dumbass coach don't get in his way, bro. Like, I mean, realistically, bro, like he got all the intangibles that a lot of coaches are looking for in starting two guards. They want 3-and-D, mostly defense. If you could shoot the three at a good close to 40% clip and get a occasional breakaway dunk and athletic enough, bro. They like basically what they wanted the two guard is basically what Trey Murphy is doing, but a lot better defense and it's basically a combination of Trey Murphy and Herb Jones. That's basically what they want. And if Drake Powell could at least fill out 75% of that, then he's gonna be a starter two guard in this league, bro. Like Keon Johnson got cut for a reason, and I think Drake Powell was the reason why he got cut.
I think it's Nolan and I think it's Kobe. And I think both me and Leaf saying could both be true. It don't have to be either or. Down the Duncan says, I like the Kobe pickup. Didn't cost us a pick or a player. He could end up being a good benchy or increases trade value. We about to see a lot of players get minutes. Only player getting minutes is MPJ. Yeah, exactly. These players who are going to be competing about who going to get minutes. I like the Nets direction. We always say they don't have direction, but I think their direction was make sure that we run our in the modern NBA. You need guard play, and I think that's what this draft is about: guard play. And they just going to figure it out after that. But that's why I say going into next season, as much as they say about Darren Peterson, pick up forward, pick Boozer, pick AJ DeBoncha, pick them, you know what I mean? But they say, oh, if Darren Peterson on the clock, you don't, you know what I'm saying?
And
Pass
we ain't
him.
gonna have the picks to pick
I don't want to argue that, you know what I mean? But I just do think that we need somebody to play inside the 3-pointer and like a Zion Williams, but not Zion Williamson, but like a Zion Williamson, you know what I mean? So I think we get
It
that out of
depends on
Cam
how the
Johnson and
college
AJ
season
DeBoncha.
goes too, though.
I,
Like
it really depends on what type of like. What do you if niggas just looking for an inside presence or big inside presence at a certain position? Because right
Me, I'm
now
looking
it's
for if you're going to keep Clax, you got to put Clax. If you're going to keep Clax, for one, he's not an anchor. If you're going to get a big man, get an anchor. Because we already got a Roma that's supposed to be a wing shooter in the Clown. And I think the only way that Clowney work is if you get an anchor, and he don't, you know what I mean? He's not a four that can shoot the ball, Leave. So I don't know, man.
there is a better version of Clax in this draft. Only thing is he's
I
only
ain't gonna lie,
6'7".
bro. You asked me Noah
what you
Clowney.
talking about? What you talking about, LA?
Jaden Quayton is. I think he's playing for my Kentucky Wildcats this year. Only problem is he ain't 6'11", he's 6'9". And maybe he can still grow, I don't know, but he might be the most athletic player in the draft, but he's built. Like he has weight on him, but he can jump high as hell. Like nigga look like a tank, but he's just a defensive juggernaut. I think realistically, depending on how, because I think Darren, Cameron, Boozer, and AJ is the top three, but I mean niggas was saying that with Ace Bailey, Cooper Flag, and freaking Dylan Harper. Like based on the college season, things could change depending. The order could change depending on how it go. Uh, if Darren Peterson is on the board and Boozer and the Bonsta is taken, I mean, it would make sense you would go with him. Like, it is what it is, but it depends. There's a lot of wings in the. There's a lot of wings in the lottery.
But who do you think we need more for this specific team that we building? Do you think it should be? Who you think it should be? Like, do you think?
I think it's Boozer. I think Boozer should be
All
in
right. So
charge.
tell us why. Tell us why you think it's Boozer.
I mean, 6'10", two built. I mean, he's basically to me a quicker, better defender version of Paulo. I mean, 6'10", built like a tank. Guys can play in and out, rebound at a high level.
Boozer is a 4.
Yeah.
Sound like we picking Buck Williams all over again.
He to me he will be taking Michael Porter Jr. spot if you get him. Like I feel like he can play the 4 and he can play the 3. Like it's not just either or where he can just you just put him there and then that's it. Like he's very.
I mean, but if we get him, we're gonna have to solidify a front court already, bro. Like I
mean, that depends if Claxton get traded. If Claxton's still there, bro, I don't know. Like Boozer,
I'm getting Claxton up out of here before this.
I mean, you need a guy that could, anchor the paint. Claxton could be that, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, his comp is Paulo. That's who his comp.
Yeah, his comp is Paulo. Yeah,
his comp is Paulo.
Yes.
Yeah, he's built like
I don't mind that. I mean, I ain't watch him enough, and I ain't gonna lie. After this past draft lottery, I don't really care to watch no damn draft picks enough. To be honest with you, I'm fucking stressed. It's over with, bro. I don't
we
believe.
do need a wing, Greasy. In order of who I would prefer, I would prefer a wing. Preferably,
I mean, we got MPJ right now, bro. So
You say you prefer Boozer?
I would prefer Boozer, the Bonster, or Nathan Mint, or Caleb Wilson. Those are the 4 wings that are coming in the draft, all 6'10", 6'9". I think it's just about time we actually got a good wing on this team.
How about a good big?
So hold on, what about down under? Hold on. I want to go to Jay because Jay actually got a picture with Clowney. I mean, what about down under Dunker comment, Jay? He said, I think Clowney could be our power forward. I'm backing him for a good season.
Yo, I right now I'm taking everything off my 2K season, and Clowney is my number 1 pick and roll partner right now. He's going crazy on the pick and rolls, man. Him, Danny Wolf, but
Jay, you playing on rookie mode?
Nah. You playing on rookie mode?
Hell no.
I don't know. You asked it, like I don't know.
No, I asked it because you ain't playing in a while. I know you probably got to get back acquainted to what 2K is all about, bro. Like you probably accustomed to playing a different brand of 2K.
Nah, I ain't never really played 2K. But you can't start on rookie mode because then you're gonna be trash.
That is true. I only start on Hall of Fame, but so my badges could go up faster.
I don't know. It might be.
I like Clowney, man. We just got to see what he's gonna do throughout the season. But I don't know, bro. Like he could be a starting power forward. We gotta see.
My thing is like if Clowney is solidified, then why the hell did we get Danny Wolf?
I think they're probably going to throw Wolf at the 5 instead of the 4.
Yeah, we got Danny because Danny can pass better than Nick, and he can pass better than Dayron. Dayron's a pretty good passer, but you know what I'm saying? They can't dribble like Danny. They can't run the floor like the way you know what I'm saying? He's like he is a connector. Them two not really a connector. So that's why you got Danny who could possibly play the 4 and the 5. You know what I'm saying? So when you got guys running the floor, you can actually pass it to him and he can bring the ball, you know what I'm saying? And initiate offense. Claxton and Dayron can't initiate offense. He can initiate offense. He can run the offense.
The game kicked fucking Dayron off my team.
Yo,
no, it didn't update the roster, Jay. That's all.
Like Dayron not even
Dayron not on your team. What?
Dayron not on my team.
When the game came out, Dayron wasn't signed to the Nets yet. That's why he's not on there.
Yeah, that's
probably. I was just trying. I'm like, why he ain't getting no minutes? I'm about to put him in, get some rebounds, and he's not there.
Yeah,
Said,
once
put them niggas
once
in
they
the
do the
guns.
roster updates, Dayron gonna be on the team.
Excuse me.
Cause you got to go to quick game and look at the rosters and all that
Well,
shit.
let me ask y'all a question since y'all play 2K and I don't. Is it gonna like update into my season?
Nah, when they do that, you got to make another mob player.
Oh damn. All right.
Yeah,
Making
that's just.
them
But
got a two. I got a 2 guard with a 93 block, bro. 6'8". I'm out here.
yeah, you gotta make
I got a
another mob
6'8" two
player.
guard too.
Yeah, I think 6'8" is a sweet spot, but them 7'4" niggas is out of pocket online.
So Cam
Yeah, they
Thomas
shooting
is on
over
the bench,
everybody.
Jay.
Yeah, Cam Thomas on the bench, but he he doing well off the bench, you know what I mean? He helping the team out. We number one in the East, you know what I mean? He leading the bench unit.
I was
Yegor
niggas
Yegor
had
is
Wolf starting on my career. I don't know.
Yegor is fourth.
So basically, you got
Yegor is fourth
CT
in.
as 6 man of the year, leading 6 man of the year votes.
I didn't check that, but I know Yegor is fourth in rookie of the year votes. I'm first, obviously, but Yegor is fourth.
Niggas had me. I made a 4, but niggas had me saying I couldn't start, and the 4 starting for me is Wolf. I'm like, yeah, I gotta work hard to take Wolf's spot.
Yeah,
That's
nigga.
that's
Have you seen Danny Wolf, niggas? What
that's the
you
same shit they
That
did
nigga
with
was
me
a
because
71
Cam Thomas was
overall, bro.
starting,
in bowling?
and they was like, "Yo, if you want that spot, you
My
got to
career.
take it."
Shit,
They got
got beat that.
MPJ at the 3
Got
in
beat
my
that nigga in a couple of
on.
1v1s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Can't be out here play pimping. Like,
Yeah, but we definitely need a better center. I ain't gonna hold you. Like in terms of real life, like I love Claxton, but
we need a presence, bro. And I kept saying it
Yo,
on
oh
over and
my
over and
god,
over and over and over and
I
over
was just
again.
playing Orlando, bro, and Claxton was getting abused by Bataze, man.
Getting abused
Bataze.
by
He's gonna take power.
Bataze.
Not
But look,
Bataze.
I will say this: the only centers that abused Clax so far in my season was Bataze and Wimby.
Bataze and
Other than
Wimpy.
that, he was kind of holding his own.
nah, that nigga Claxton be getting cooked in my career, bro. That shit
I ain't gonna lie,
nasty,
that nigga
bro.
Claxton be getting barbecued on a regular, bro.
Oh, nah, he kind of holding it down for me.
That nigga got cooked by Miles Turner on like just nasty work.
Let me ask you a question: when y'all play your season, y'all play every game or just key games or something?
Nah, I play every game.
I saw
Yeah,
on
I've been playing every game.
speaking of
Yo, hold
clocks,
on,
I
hold
saw
on, hold on. Y'all don't want me to get on my like Morgan Freeman narrating the game shit between like J and LM. I gotta get in competition with y'all. I gotta play y'all too.
Yeah. Because ain't nobody talked about playing each other except for you. Like, if anything, we might have teamed up and joined up and played online against other people. But you keep saying,
Okay.
"Yo, I want y'all to play each other," so you got to come play somebody.
Okay. Because I'm trying
You
to
the
make
one
a
that
game.
want. You the
It
one
gotta
that
be
want
on
the
play
smoke.
now though. It gotta be
No.
like
It's
play
not.
now.
It's. I'm trying to think of a game showing how it should go. You know, like I'm trying to think of how it can be interesting. Like, do we play for bragging rights? Do you know what I'm saying? Do
Yo,
what?
bro, I keep telling you, I've been playing this game for like a month now, or some shit like that, and I ain't seen nobody play 5-on-5 games. Like, well,
Okay.
not like where they controlling the whole team. Everybody play a game where they a player
But
on
they
the
my
team.
players, yeah.
Yeah, don't nobody play no
Niggas
I
game
really
mean,
like
they
that.
just
not
play
because
to
niggas
play
is trying
my
to get their
career.
my players up, bro. Like, that's been the thing,
That's
like the last 10, 15 years in 2K. Everybody start off the year. The way that they start off 2K is with the my player intro now. You know what I'm saying? You create your player, do the my player process and everything. You do the face scan or however you do it. They do everything now, do the phone and do the app and all of that shit. So basically this is how 2K is played now, bro. It ain't
Yeah, they
played
want you
like
to play on a team. They
It is
don't want
different.
you.
It is different communities in 2K
I
though.
mean
Like,
it's different it's different communities, it's
like
different
some people
times,
log
bro.
on
Like
to play like my league and
yeah.
sing. Shit,
It's
bro.
it's 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 basically like the The 2K in the live era that we grew up in is basically like the 5v5s. Yo, I'm picking my team. Yo, who you got? This, that, the
Yeah.
third. It's not the same. Like online
So
gaming is
hold on.
basically.
They just announced they
You
making
think so?
the
So y'all saying that the my player popularity is more than just me versus you type shit now?
Yeah, it
I mean,
is.
it's
It's more about
Yo, bro,
teaming
if
up.
people is playing me versus you, they be playing 1v1s.
Yeah, but it's more about
Okay,
teaming up with
it's
your
still not a
homies.
5v5 on that. It's a
Yeah,
yeah,
1v1.
like
they
rec
got 2v2s,
OM type vibe.
3v3s. They got park mode. They got like
Mm.
most of the time you're playing with the player that you created, like which is your mod player, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know nobody who was playing like real like 5v5 Bulls versus Chicago versus Charlotte. Like I don't see nobody playing like that.
nah.
Everybody just
But
playing
if
with their
you
mind.
if you if you want to
Because
play
everybody
one,
like and plus you gotta understand, bro. Like if you playing online, the game got so many patches, bro. You know, 2K is broken every year it come out, bro. It's always some crazy shit going on. You see a nigga jump from the free throw line and ain't got no vertical, or some shit, or you see a nigga that in the passing lanes that ain't never stole a ball ever in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
if you do
crazy
want
shit
to play
going on.
1v1 though, in my career, you could invite somebody to your mod court and y'all can play 1-on-1 there. But I mean, it's rare people do that anymore anyway. So niggas is mostly in rec or in pro am or
Yeah,
proving
like the
ground.
wreck and the pro am and the crew is taking. It's
Yeah,
that's basically the wave this year.
I was in the rec with my little brothers last night. We played like 5 games and shit. That was my first time playing like online with everybody else. That shit was all right.
I will say though, I played
I
with the
scored like
net.
20 something in my first game.
Um, I
So
played with
hold
the
on, what
net on
happened
play
again,
now.
Jay? Tell me what happened yesterday. You said
Nah, we were playing in the rec. We were playing 5v5s against a bunch of other niggas. That shit was fun.
okay.
I did play with the Nets on play now. I ain't gonna hold you. The Jaeger only a 72, but
Diego
that
kind of
nigga nice.
nice.
He
Diego
kind
kind
of
of nice
nice
in
on
this shit.
2K, bro.
So
If
you
you know how
saying
to
hold
use
on.
him,
You
Bro,
saying if we pick
the 70 overalls ain't bad, bro.
so
Like they
hold
could
on,
all do something.
hold on. So if we could all be on the Brooklyn Nets and pick a specific player.
not you used to do that. I don't think you can do that no more though.
Yeah, they call that a team up,
All star team up,
all star
yeah.
team up. Yeah, I think
You can't do that anymore. You can
I
only
don't
do
think
that
you
in
can do that
boxing.
no more. You can only
But we
yeah.
could all be like if everybody got a my player, we could team up and just go to the park and play somebody.
Yeah, we can, man. Yeah, but
Oh, you
I
could
ain't
do that
gonna.
in this?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's
That's
what because
I ain't gonna
yesterday
lie. I be playing with a lot of young niggas on here, bro.
yeah, it
They
was
know the
me, Key.
cheese.
It was me, Key, Don, and two of Key friends, and we a 5 team, and we played in the rec for like 3 hours.
you said you had 20?
In one game, like the first game, I had 20. Other than that, I was averaging like 16 or some shit like that.
All right, so while we here though, like even if y'all don't like my idea about the game show, like do y'all want to see that kind of content or not really?
I would watch it. I would watch
I
it
mean, I would tune in. I try
because
to like
I
I
like to
look
see the competition and the game part of it, but
like quiet
the
as
fact
kept,
that you
bro.
keep trying to instigate it and try to not put yourself
Yeah, I
in
was
it
trying to
is
hype it up.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's because
Quiet
that's
as kept, bro.
like
Nah,
Like
no,
you
no,
yo,
hold
running
on.
from the smoke. Don't do that.
nah,
No, I'm not running
quiet
for
as
smoke.
kept. Like
I'll play to just start it up, just to for the cause. Yeah, I'll play,
quiet
bro.
as kept, bro. Like my
Nah, you
10
running
years.
from the smoke, man. You ran
No,
from the Madden smoke. You running
I
from
ain't
the
run from
2K
that, bro.
smoke.
Don't do
What you
that.
gonna run from the FIFA smoke next?
Bro, stop it. I got a whole Madden game. We did the whole tournament thing. It just didn't
Yo,
pan
I
out
got a
the way
game
we
too.
put
We
it
could go
together.
to the game right now, pull it up because it's on my YouTube. Know what I mean, you getting smoked.
Please, what was score? We talking about getting smoked.
I don't know. I could go check though.
Oh,
Because remember
Nah,
when we doing the when we doing the
it's
league
only
last
8 minutes in the show, man.
Yo,
we was doing the
why
league
you always
You
last
better,
mess
you
year,
better.
man.
why you always mess with this
It's
nigga?
7 minutes in the show, man.
All
So
right, so get your
Why you always messing
2K
with this
legacy
nigga?
up, man. You gotta get some GOAT points or something, man.
Why you always messing with this nigga?
see, this is what I'm
Cause
saying.
man, he
I'm not
trying to
trying to go
instigate.
so
He
hold
trying
on.
to instigate.
So
Why?
hold on. So what about if me and Jay just play 1v1?
You and Jay
Oh,
could play that. Yeah.
oh,
You
probably,
just
probably.
gotta
That'll be
make a
it.
player,
That would
send
be
the
interesting.
invite to your mind court or whatever,
But
and
it
then
would
y'all
depend. It
ball.
would depend though.
Not quiet
Do you
as
wanna
kept.
play him in my player
I
or do you
started
wanna
this
play him
channel. I
in
started my channel, bro. The streaming. They first started was first they were able to stream. I was streaming 2K16 games. That's when we
What?
was playing like a lot, a lot. Yeah, if you look at some of my earlier videos on my page, that's what I was streaming, bro. Like 2K when we was playing 2K11, 2K16, all that shit, bro. Like a lot of my old stuff consists of me streaming that, and the quality was terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But
Up until 2K16, the quality was terrible. I used
Breeze, you gotta
to.
be specific. Do you want to play him one on one with y'all mob players, or do you want to play him and play now with teams?
He
Like,
No,
better
what?
I'm just saying.
he
I'm saying
better
I
play
got
me and play
access.
now because with the my player I'm getting all right. Play now. I ain't even never played that yet. So you
No,
better
no,
play
no.
me in
This
that.
what I'm saying to y'all is that I never played with the mod players, so it's all new to me. Like all of this stuff that y'all telling me about the mod player, and then even him talking about how him and his brothers linked up with two other friends and then played like that. That shit new to me. All of this stuff is new to me. I'm trying to figure out what's what. Y'all talking about y'all don't even play the 5v5 no more. Nobody even do that shit. Like what?
Nah, I play the play now. It's fun playing with other teams. But my on the Nets, however, is not for the 72. Like they got Jaeger at the point. He kind of a mismatch, but I ain't gonna hold you. Like he can shoot the three. You can dunk. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He got
Jago is alright in
Jaeger
2K.
is pretty good in 2K.
Jago is alright in 2K. I'm waiting for that shit to translate in real life so he could be a 92.
Yeah, Cam Thomas is a bucket, obviously. MPJ, if you know how to use him, MPJ can, he could put in work. It's just Claxton is the weak link in the starting rotation. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a problem. But you got a bench. You got Nolan, Terrence Mann off the bench. Depending on how you use them, you can get a dub. I ain't gonna hold you. So if you want to play him and play now, that wouldn't be bad, and I feel like it would be better because. You know what I'm saying? The mob player, you gotta buy VC and then set your animations and all that. Like at least with the play now, you already got players that you know what I'm saying. You can just get used to. They already got animations equipped. It was just the jump shots. You will have to, know what I'm
You have
saying?
to get used to the
Common,
shot,
like,
to
yeah,
shooting with each player because every shot is different. Every shoot player release is different. All that dribbling patterns, the way they animations. Like think of it like how you would how they would dribble in real life and kind of subsidate it on like the controls and put it all together. You know what I'm saying? Like they signature moves and shit. So.
Yo, I just want to say before I end the show, I just seen something on X where Trey Young dropped 25 and 19 on Pat Bev. This shit is crazy.
yeah.
25 and 19.
I told you that shit was gonna start coming out. Mad old shit, old stats about how Trey Young did such and such against Pat Bev team. I knew that was coming, bro, because that's how the internet is, bro. Like now they really like. I just think it's more so like people just don't mess with Pat. A lot of basketball fans just don't mess with Pat more so than digging into the context of
No, but
how the whole
it
argument
just
took
shows.
place.
Yeah, but it shows that they have history, and maybe you don't know. Like they be talking shit to each other. That's why one of my favorite things is the mic'd up shit. Like sometimes you can read their words, like from you read their lips pause, and you can see they be talking shit to each other. Down under Dunker said Clowney and Wolf could play together, be kind of nice. I'm gonna end off the podcast saying, yeah, if we all focus on the next year's draft, mix up that lineup, put Clowney in there with Wolf, you know what I'm saying, mix it up and let all of these rookies get
Oh
minutes.
yeah, this you right here. You was the Bengals, right? This you right here.
What was the score, Jay?
Nigga
What was
said,
the
"Yo,
score?
you is the
Well,
Bengals."
I'm looking right now. Third quarter, the
You.
score is 9-0.
Nigga said, "You."
Third
Oh
nine
Nigga
man.
zero,
said, "You was
9-0
the
in third
Bengals."
quarter.
nine
Let me
zero.
see what.
Third quarter. See, y'all finna mess up.
You.
Yo, listen, I don't
I
know.
can't stand this nigga Jay.
I
If
was
y'all
looking
want,
for it while he was talking. My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you was the
nah,
Bengals.
you
Your
good,
last
you good.
Said
one
you
was
was
a
the
loss.
Bengals.
I'm gonna do something real quick, but if y'all want more content, y'all can hit me with some inbox ideas. Hit me in the inbox with whatever y'all want the show to be about. But I definitely about to do something for like an hour.
I
I'm
feel
about to
like I
work
gotta,
out
I
this
gotta get now. I gotta get battered down, bro. Yo, you was the Beckles.
Yeah, what's
Nah,
so
I
funny
never
about
I
heard
got
it?
it,
nobody
bro.
say
I
anything
ain't get
crazy,
battered in
bro.
so long, bro. Like Madden done
Girl
pissed
ain't
me off
crazy,
over the
bro.
years.
I don't
Now,
even
what
got the new
Madden is
Madden.
that?
I skipped on Madden this year
Madden
to
used
get
to piss me
to
off
get
over the
2K.
years, bro. Listen, if you was ever playing Madden and you got a fumble on the nigga and you didn't recover it, and out of that pile, he got up, stiff arm two of your mans and got in the end zone anyway, bro. That's why. That's what got you off of Madden. Not that
Yeah,
it
Yo,
that
happened
should
to
have
me.
make you throw your controller.
Yeah,
if
word.
y'all want a game stream, let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Nets fans, we the best fans. Shout to the chat.
Nigga
Too
said,
many
yo,
to
you was the
mention before.
Bengals.
And Nets fans is the best.